This podcast is sponsored by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/mediahole to get a free 30-day trial, including one free audiobook. You can listen to your audiobook on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, or any other MP3 playing device. And there's over 180,000 to choose from. Try not to pick any of the gross ones. Thank you, Audible. That's audibletrial.com/mediahole.
Don't fucking kink shame me. If I want to read my Harley Quinn romance novel, if I want someone to read my Harley Quinn romance novels to me,
all right,
I'll get it done.
Just don't download Roger Stone's book.
Yeah, if they're like, well, who's Roger Stone?
Oh, he's a piece of shit. He's like probably a really horrible figure in American politics who's been trying to hide and run shit from behind. He's a good friend of Donald Trump.
Oh, cool, yeah.
He's going to jail currently.
Don't read anything, or
don't read Donald Trump Jr.'s book, Triggered.
Yeah, about a book about how my dad is being bullied on the internet.
My dad, the president of the United States of America, somehow is definitely the one being bullied.
Imagine if like Malala, I think that was Obama's kid. No, that's not. That's not a,
Malala
not even
Yousafzai is not.
Fuck. Please, for the love of God, tell me that one of Obama's
Sasha and Malia.
Imagine if Malia and Sasha were a little bit older and they were tweeting about like, stop saying thanks Obama for things my dad didn't do.
Or stop saying thanks Obama. It's my last name too. I didn't do shit.
The secret's out. There's a CIA dossier that says what Obama's last name is.
Good times.
Don't Google what Barack's middle name is. Anyways, welcome to the podcast.
This is the Media Hole Podcast. In case you're new here, this is a weekly podcast in which we talk about movies and comics and television and have some fun. My name is Nathan. I'm joined, as usual, by my great friend Ian, whom I love.
The feeling is not mutual.
Wow, what a piece of shit. Am I right, fellas? We also frequently talk about news and entertainment news in this podcast, and without further ado, why don't we do that? Does that sound good?
It's all right.
All right, cool. So if you're a sick gamer, you might be interested in the Xbox Series X details that were released this week.
You know I am a sick gamer.
Hell yeah. So
literally right now.
Yeah, because you're dying of the coronavirus.
Of the coronavirus. Of the C virus from Resident Evil 6.
Nice.
Fuck Wuhan.
So basically, Microsoft has released all the info about what the Xbox Series X can do.
Didn't the PS5 info also get leaked?
Did not come out yet officially. I didn't find the leak. They keep not officially announcing anything, so I'm gonna wait.
Because I'm sure
they're waiting for Microsoft to do it so that they can.
Microsoft's at a price, right?
I think they do. I think they had a price set out. I'm not sure. But anyway, the Xbox Series X details, they have three key components. The first component, power, they're basically boasting they got 12 teraflops. They got custom RDNA2 and Zen 2 processors.
I get that teraflops is a real word, but it's
always stupid.
It always sounds like someone making a joke in like a movie about like fucking Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
In Die Hard 4?
Yeah. If he said teraflops, I'd be like, oh, I get it. He's making fun of Kevin Smith's character.
Yeah.
Or Justin Long's.
Both of them are nerds. That's the joke.
Yeah. Bruce Willis keeps being in movies where all he does is hate nerds. Like Armageddon.
Yeah.
Die Hard 4.
Yeah.
Probably Die Hard 5 as well.
No, he doesn't make fun of a single nerd in that film.
Red? No, he's just a boomer in that one.
Yeah. He doesn't really do anything.
That movie sucks.
Red or Red 2?
Both.
Oh, Red 1's all right.
It's all right, but I don't like the idea of a 20-year-old falling in love with a 60-year-old man.
She's not 20.
Oh, how old is she?
She's like 30-something or 40.
That's still too big of an age gap.
That's not that big of an age gap.
Yes, it is. If you can legally drink by the time someone's born, you cannot fuck that person anymore.
I would say age gaps are only a problem when it's like a consent/power
like a
dynamic.
Teen?
You know what I mean? Like there's no power dynamic between a 65-year-old and a 40-year-old.
Yeah, the 40-year-old's like, fuck you, man, I'll go get my own house.
Yeah, like there's nothing weird. Like it's like whatever, it's a bit of an age gap, but you're both like adults. You're both old in my eyes. Am I right, fellas?
Boomers, get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, variable rate shading and hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing.
Bro, I can't. Minecraft's gonna look sick.
That means so little to me. What I do want to say about teraflops, which I don't know what they are.
I was just reading a headline that had teraflops in it. I'm still laughing at that. There is no price out yet.
The Google Stadia, where it was like, oh, it runs off of Google's fancy computers, which are better than anything you can have at your house. Google's fancy computers had 10 teraflops. So now we got the Xbox Series X, it's got 12 teraflops. That sure is something, let me tell you. Anyway, the speed is the next thing they were bragging about. They got a custom SSD. I know what that is. Quick resume for multiple games, baby.
Well, if you have a custom SSD, you better have quick resume.
Yeah, for multiple games.
The whole point of an SSD is so things launch faster.
Yeah. Dynamic latency input, HDMI 2.1, auto low latency mode, variable refresh rate, and up to 120 FPS support, baby.
Okay, so I looked up what teraflops is.
What's a teraflops?
A teraflop refers to the capability of a processor to calculate 1 trillion floating point operations per second.
Oh, shit.
Saying something has 6 T-flops, because that's actually the other term for it.
We're talking a T-flop, baby.
Means that its processor setup is capable of handling 6 trillion floating point calculations every second. So it's a number to associate how good a processor is. I wonder how good mine is.
I feel like a teraflop is just a movie that somehow performs worse than a regular flop.
No, it was a flop, but it was also bad.
It was a teraflop.
I think I have a 7600K.
Anyway.
Yeah, go on.
Up to 120 FPS. Who needs that many? That's a bit rich for my blood, if I'm being honest.
Why?
You know what? I'm a man of the people. I don't need more than 60. How about
that's fine. No, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
As long as you don't bring up the wrong thing about human eyes can't see that much. When in fact we can see up to 150.
I thought it was 110.
I think it's 50. Whatever. It's still more than people usually say 90.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was 110, but
but like airline.
I wonder how fucked up cutscenes are gonna look at 120 FPS.
Please, just if you're gonna do realism, do stylized realism. Because I'm so like Spider-Man PS4 is a great game. Those faces are weird to look at.
Well, that's weird, but yeah, I like if you're gonna do a cutscene and your game's realistic looking and you want to make your game cinematic, run your cutscenes at 24, not 30, 24.
Yeah.
Like, if you're really trying to recreate film, get that authentic motion blur in that bitch. It's something Nathan can detect.
I can't find out how many teraflops my...
I don't know. Here's the coolest thing about the Xbox Series X that makes it something that you might want to buy.
It's the fact that the games you buy, if you buy the games on the Xbox One right now, you will have them on the Xbox Series X.
And the improved version. Yeah, like the Xbox. It's not just a PS...
So
it's not
you won't
an
be
Xbox
buying...
One XX.
If the PS5, which they should absolutely steal this concept, when you buy The Last of Us Part 2 in a couple months...
Yeah, and then when
instead of getting The Last of Us remastered or definitive edition or whatever the fuck they call it... And
if you already own it, you pop the disc in here, it reads it and downloads the PS5 version.
Or you buy it digitally.
Or you download yeah, that's really good. They're expanding
that should be on everything. The only time... I get it that you have to buy the game separate on different platforms, but like going forward, like if I buy a game on PC and then I build a new PC, I get the game still because it's just connected to my account.
Yeah.
Why do I have to? I wouldn't have to go like buy the if I had an NVIDIA graphics card before and went to AMD.
Technically the file's not any different.
Yeah, and also, why do they change operating systems every fucking thing? Just make an upgraded version.
It's because they want to do a full redesign.
What dumb?
I mean, like no,
you don't have to do a full. Xbox 360 did like 8 full redesigns on their once console because it started with the blades. And then it went to how like the PS4 looks, and then it went to like the awful shit it is now.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That first redesign was fucking tight. Looked
the one
great.
where we first got avatars?
Yeah, the avatar update.
Oh yeah.
Where it was just like
Avatar.
It was just titles that you can select, and you can just have different tabs for like games, movies, and shit. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, now we're gonna advertise to you on your homepage. Fuck off. Let my homepage just be what I want.
Yep.
Like when on my PS4. If I'm getting an advertisement, it's to tell me that there's a sale. That's it. It's not telling me to go buy The Last of Us Part 2.
Go buy it.
No.
Buy it.
No.
Buy it.
I already bought... I bought Resident Evil 3. Can't wait to not play that.
Did you buy it when Chris sent you that link?
Yeah, I went to Green Man and bought it. I don't have a key yet, but you know.
Yep. Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't. Okay.
I hope I get those classic costumes though.
Yeah, you will. You will.
Because I'm gonna see Jill with all her tits popping out. Ooh. You know what's dumb about Resident Evil?
What is?
These like the women in the game know they are going into combat scenarios every time.
Yeah.
Like Ada in RE2 wearing that fucking hot red dress.
Yeah, she did that on purpose.
But to go try and fuck the young cop boy. But she knew she was going into an infested city. It's not like but that's Jill in RE3. Character. Yeah,
and Jill in RE3 is wearing her own outfit that she already had.
But outfit looks like Jill was out on the town. But no, she went there specifically to participate in this fucking like operation.
It's a shirt and a skirt.
Who would wear a fucking skirt?
Skirt. It's like
no, I don't care. Who would wear a skirt?
Yeah,
it's just impractical.
Is it more practical than shorts?
No,
or
they're
pants?
both dumb. Wear some proper pants. Like Jill's redesign outfit is so much better because
it's the same outfit.
No, it's not. It's a tank top, not the tube top. It's a tank top.
Oh, it's got straps.
It's got straps. It looks like she was wearing another shirt over top of it and just got sweaty.
Well, she has a sweater around her waist too. I'm thinking both.
No, I don't think it is in remake. It just
no, never mind.
The outfit in the original RE3 looks like she was just out and about and zombies showed up.
I think she had to grab something from her home. I forget exactly what happened. Because I think RE3 is happening before, during, and after RE2.
Yeah, like if you go back and play RE2, I think Chris brought this up. You can hear the stars thing.
Yeah, you can hear Nemesis in the background saying stars.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he has a nose now. That's weird.
Yeah, and his skin is pulled over his face in a really upsetting way.
All Resident Evil bosses and zombies are supposed to look upsetting.
Yeah,
that's the point.
No, yeah. I'm complimenting the design.
Except for Deborah in Resident Evil 6. I just watched a streamer play Resident Evil 6, and man, that game is confusing. Well, I got to the cathedral in that game.
Yeah.
But everything that happens in between, I'm like, I don't fucking remember any of this. Like, there's a whole subway section that I'm like, I did this? And then I get to the gun store and I'm like, yeah, I remember this part sucking ass because there's a bunch of proto liquors there.
Oh yeah.
And that's but then you find.
I remember there being a helicopter section.
Yeah, there is. Then you're with Helena. You go find her sister. Guess what? Her sister's infected, and
we got to put her down.
Yeah, Helena does not want to though. And she fucking.
It's so funny because Resident Evil is never that type of game.
Of what?
It's never this person's sick, we have to shoot them before they turn into a zombie.
Well, because Resident Evil is also like, even if you shoot them, they'll just get back up. Like fucking Birkin. He gets his ass killed like in a cutscene in RE2, like in the past. And then he gets up and he becomes the big evil.
He becomes Birkin.
Yeah. He becomes an evolving monster. But yeah, Deborah becomes like the usually I remember in RE5 there's like the hot chick who's hanging out with Wesker and he infects her with the T virus and she turns into a giant grotesque monster.
Yeah.
It's like an octopus because you're on the side of a ship.
Yeah.
And that's like
I remember that.
Metal. Like she just
is that right before or right
viscera.
After Wesker starts teleporting?
Before. Yeah.
I think I got up. I think you fight Wesker multiple times in that game. I feel like I got up to the first fight and then win.
Can't remember, but clearly I don't remember these games that well. But she turns into this giant monster. RE6, Deborah had the virus in her for a lot longer, and she also something weird. The same thing that happened to her happened to Ada, except Ada came out normally.
Well, Ada's a main character, and she has main character privilege.
Yeah, she was in like a chrysalis and like pops out and was normal. And this happens to her. She like catches on fire, goo surrounds her, and then she pops out of the back. And also, when you get infected with this virus, just like Jill, your hair turns blonde.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I'm sure their eyes turn blue. I like the outfit for completely other reasons.
Fuck you.
You fucking
You don't
know
deserve it.
I don't.
Anyway.
And also, I don't really know the character because RE5 was my first.
Yep. Anyway, just to get back, in case you don't know what we were talking about Xbox Series X, they got a thing called Smart Delivery, which means every Xbox game, if you buy it on whatever console, it's going to be compatible with the other one if it is cross-platform. With that being said, that's only true for every Xbox Game Studios game, and for other publishers, they have to opt in. So if they don't want that, they don't have to, but the first game to announce that it would support that is Cyberpunk.
Good.
Because they're decent.
Yeah, because Cyberpunk's coming out in September.
Yeah, it comes out in September, and then the consoles come out in November. So
yeah.
But yeah, if PS5 doesn't have a similar thing, they really have to wow me with what their console can do.
Well, at least we already know that any PS4 games you have, you can play on the PS5.
Yeah, but that's true about the Xbox One too. The Xbox Xbox X.
If you could buy games on your if you could play PS4 games on your PS5,
yeah,
technically it isn't already there. Well, okay, you'd have to get the updated version.
Yeah, it's a PS4 Pro, but there's a difference between an up-res like fancier version and whatever the official port forward is.
Yeah,
would probably have different content or slightly better things, right? It's different.
Yeah.
Like
Sony's got to start working on a new disc type because we can't. If fucking Final Fantasy VII is going to do this,
it's going to be the biggest game ever.
Final Fantasy VII is going to be spread across 8 discs.
Final Fantasy VII is going to have more discs in the remake than it had in the original.
Yeah,
dude, that'd be sick. Honestly,
well,
my dick would be hard.
There's 2 discs in the original, right?
Wasn't it 3?
Okay, maybe it was 3, but we're already halfway there with the first 10 hours of the game.
You know what? Yeah, it should. The Final Fantasy VII remake should be 7 discs.
Ooh, then the FF8 remake.
Like literally, they're gonna have the 7th disc is gonna have like 2 gigs on it.
Oh, it's just like the final cutscene or something.
Yeah.
Or no, you put that in for the thing that happens with Aerith, and then that's it. You switch to the next disc.
Disc 7, the last disc, is just gonna have Advent Children the movie on it.
Oh god, awful.
You haven't seen Advent Children. It's only kinda bad, but it's also sick as fuck.
Yeah. Does Advent Children take place before or after?
After.
Okay, so it's not like Kingsglaive.
It's like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to understand Final Fantasy 15, make sure you watch all the media that goes with it.
You have to watch all the episodes of that anime. You have to watch Kingsglaive, and then before playing episode Arden, you have to watch the Arden anime.
Yeah. Fucking nightmare.
In more fun news, do you hear about this? Game 2 of the Platinum 4, baby. Project GG.
Oh, did you see the thing that it's about Platinum? Kamiya.
Yeah.
Someone said, how would you feel about revisiting like dead franchises?
Your older things that you've worked on, stuff like Okami.
And he was like, please let me
call Capcom,
please.
I would love to work
Capcom
on Devil May Cry 0. And I'm like, come on, Kamiya, let Itsuno have it.
Well, yeah, I think Itsuno stepped down as well.
I don't think that's true.
Well, or he's not working on it right now. He's doing other projects.
Yeah, I figure he might want to do an original thing before coming back to DMC.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, he just put a ton of time into making the best DMC ever. I think he deserves a break.
We know what the best DMC ever is.
Yeah, it's DMC 5.
No, it's 2.
But yeah, anyway, Project GG is the 3rd game in Kamiya's superhero trilogy following Beautiful Joe and Wonderful 101. It's going to involve massive battles reusing ideas from Scalebound. Platinum Games is also opening a second studio, this one in Tokyo, while their main one's in Osaka. If you've seen the trailer, it's like Ultraman, where it's like it's a superhero who becomes kaiju sized to fight kaiju. Okay. It looks sick.
Or for people less in the know about Japanese shit, Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like Power Rangers, but he grows. It's not like...
It grows in Power Rangers.
No, in Power Rangers, they get a giant robot.
The giant robot like kind of just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah. They call their Zords, and the Zords form the giant robot. What was the
other one that was like a giant robot, but it was in space? Voltron. Fuck that show.
That show's great. At least the first couple seasons.
I don't know. I think, the internet definitely tainted it.
Yeah, the ending where they were like, let's introduce a gay character in a flashback just to kill them off.
Kill him. Just like how you do with all gay characters, just like Soldier 76's husband.
We need more alive gay couples. Am I right?
Oh my God, we just sucked China's dick so hard. We need to tell someone that that there's a character that's gay, but don't announce it in China.
But yeah, I was just going to point out though that like, look at how much work Platinum's been doing the last just like 3 years.
Because they almost died as a company like 8 times.
They almost died because of Scalebound, then they did Nier, then they announced Bayo 3, which we're still waiting on any info about. They got Babylon's Fall coming later this year.
Mm-hmm. Wait, which one's Babylon's Fall?
It's the Square Enix one.
Yeah, that game looks cool.
Yep. And then they also announced that Wonderful 101 Remastered is going to come out May 19th. That's like so fucking soon.
So that means the game was...
It was almost done.
I hate that. Yeah. I get it that they probably needed a Kickstarter for something.
To pay Nintendo for the license.
So they were working on it.
I bet you they worked on it and they didn't have the license. They were like, if we raise enough money, we can just do this.
That means Nintendo lowballed the fuck out of that amount. Because wasn't the original amount like $50,000?
For the Switch version, the PS4 port was like $1 million.
So you think that they were like, get Mr. Nintendo?
Like Nintendo can still publish it if it's just on Switch.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably just like had to pay like a small fee to Nintendo to put it out again. Well, it's like on Xbox, you have to pay like $10,000 just to put in an update for your games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But yeah, I'm really hyped for Wonderful 101 Remaster, and I'm hyped for everything Platinum is doing, baby. They're sick.
Yeah.
I love those guys. They haven't made a game that I didn't like yet.
What?
What do we got?
The One Piece anime and manga are on hiatus.
Oh, no.
Coronavirus.
Oh.
Don't think so, actually, unless Oda has the virus.
Yeah, I was going to say, is Oda okay?
I don't want to click on it because it is from CBR.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Anyways, I have one thing.
Yeah?
You'll never guess what the most popular Pokemon is.
Is it Mewtwo?
No, it was Greninja. Don't fucking know why.
Who cares?
Yeah, me.
No, I mean, like, who cares about Greninja?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why whatever. He's fine. I don't have anything against him.
I'm surprised it wasn't Charizard. Pro.
Yeah. Or Pikachu.
Yeah. Or
Meowth.
Or fucking Lucario. Like.
Or fucking somebody that's cool.
Someone who has been
Or Agumon.
Yeah, Agumon. Or...
Agumon, best Pokemon.
Or that fucking other dude.
Anjouamon.
So the top 10 list was Greninja.
You're not a man if you haven't jerked off to Anjouamon.
Have you? Or Catamon, whatever the fuck.
What?
The fucking cat that comes before it. What's the goddamn name?
I don't know. I just know Anjouamon's hot.
And if you're an advanced degenerate, you jerked off to that fucking fox from Digimon 2.
Hell yeah.
Or was that 2 or was that 3?
I don't know.
I think it was 3. So anyways, the top 10 Pokemon of the year for 2020. Greninja.
Fuck you.
Lucario.
Fuck you.
You don't like Lucario?
It's fine.
He
just
can talk.
Mewtwo ripoff.
In Smash, yes.
Well, that's all I know about fucking what's his name.
Yes.
Literally, the only Pokemon game I've played is fucking Mystery Rescue Team, whatever. The
you should play Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
I don't care.
All right,
they're RPGs.
Here's
but
a
not
dumbass one. Number 3, Mimikyu.
Mimikyu is cute.
He's cute.
I'll give you. A
but
Mimikyu.
That's just that's Ghost Pikachu.
It's a guy dressed up as Pikachu.
Yeah. Number 4, Charizard.
Yeah, that's fair.
Number 5, Umbreon.
Oh.
Who's one of my favorites.
Don't know that one by name.
It's like I'll show you a picture. Just Sylveon.
Just point the phone at me.
It's just a list.
Oh, it's just a list.
Yeah, no pictures.
Jesus Christ.
Number 7, Garchomp.
Yeah.
Do you know what that one looks like?
Nope.
It's like a shark on 2 legs.
Oh, okay. So that's called a street shark.
Yeah. Number 8, Rayquaza.
Oh, that's the Ruby guy, right?
No, that's Groudon.
Okay.
He's in that generation though. He's the
it's close.
He's the green snake.
Oh, okay, I know that guy.
He's a boss. Oh no, he was a boss in Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played Smash Brawl.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 9. That was my favorite Smash.
Number 9. This one got brought up by the porn. Gardevoir.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and then number 10, Gengar.
I'll give you a Gengar. Gengar's cool.
So yeah, some of these are like.
I think some people are
Ninja being number 1.
I just want to dispel the idea that people will probably think I'm a Gen 1er. It's just that those ones are the characters I remember.
This is Umbreon.
Okay.
It's
like if
evolution.
Pikachu was an Eevee.
No.
Yeah.
That's Jolteon. Umbreon's a dark type.
But he's got yellow in him.
Yeah, because...
And Pikachu's the only yellow Pokemon.
Incorrect. Jolteon. If Bayonetta had a Pokemon, it'd be Umbreon.
I don't think you could prove that Pikachu isn't the only yellow Pokemon.
I fucking can so easily.
There's no evidence to back you up.
Here's Sylveon.
Yeah, that's a white Pokemon.
I love Sylveon.
Yeah, Sylveon's fine.
Here. Hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's the evidence, you fucking dickhead.
That's a Pikachu.
Oh my god. You want to see Pikachu but with a long neck?
No, I hate it.
Too bad. It's Pikachu.
That is okay. That, to be fair, that's Pikachu.
Ampharos.
That's Pikachu.
Actually, that's not even what it really looks like. Whatever. Let's fuck. So anyway, Pokemon.
You ever play Hey You Pikachu? You know what? That's the only Pokemon
I
game
did
play.
play Hey You Pikachu. I liked it. That was the GameCube one, right?
N64.
I think I had it on the GameCube.
I don't think it was on GameCube.
I swear it was.
I think you're thinking of Pokemon Channel.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Hey You Pikachu is the one that came with the microphone where you talk to Pikachu.
And then Pokemon Channel also came with a microphone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I played it a lot, but that is a game that they really do not explain what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
That whole game is a goddamn mystery.
Hey You Pikachu does not work unless you use a fake Japanese accent, I want to say.
Pikachu.
It's like, hey Pikachu, fuck you.
And he's like, what? Oh, fuck you. You dickhead.
Man, I wish Detective Pikachu had a Brooklyn accent.
Oh, man.
Like
Ryan Reynolds could have done it.
Yeah, like if you got Ryan Reynolds to do a Brooklyn accent, it would have worked better.
Ryan Reynolds is just the best.
I like Ryan Reynolds. I wouldn't call him the best, but he's pretty cool.
I think for what he does.
His gin's pretty good.
What?
His gin's pretty good.
Oh, the aviator one?
Aviation, yeah.
Aviation.
It's pretty good.
Good for you.
It's good in gin martini. It's good in a gin and tonic, baby.
Did you know what I watched today?
What you watched?
I watched Eugene from the Try Guys.
Oh yeah.
Rank cocktails.
Oh yeah.
And they immediately talk shit on the only cocktail I drink, vodka sodas.
Vodka soda, baby. That's a good video.
I'm sure the other one is good. I like that they did it by nations.
Yeah.
And you know what Canada's is?
It was the Caesar.
It was the Caesar.
With
and
Clamato.
they were all like, ew, fucking gross. Because it's clam and tomato juice.
Listen, I'm not, like, I rarely will ever have a Caesar or a Bloody Mary if you're an American. But I would rather have a Caesar.
Are Caesar's Bloody Marys?
It's a Bloody Mary with clam. It's the only difference. It's Clamato instead of tomato juice. But I would much rather have a Caesar than a Bloody Mary.
Really?
Yeah. The clam.
Do they both have the rimmed glasses, or is that just the Caesar?
I think it's both. I'm not sure. But I would much rather have a Caesar because, like, the fishy taste. I don't mind fish.
I hate fish.
That's fair. Not everybody likes it. Yeah. But I'm a fan. I'll eat some seafood. You know. Oh yeah, my mom. You know, you remember the trick? It's like you want seafood and you're chewing food and you go, yeah, seafood, and you open your mouth.
I hate that.
My mom did that to me today.
Oh my god.
She was like, if you tell anybody, they won't believe you. And I was like, I have a podcast. I can just say this.
Yeah. The Bloody Mary does not have the rimmed glass.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Gotta get a Caesar. If you're gonna drink vodka with tomato juice, you might as well make it a fucking Caesar.
You might as well add some clams.
Add some clams. You're already drinking something kind of gross.
Yeah. Well, it also depends on how you feel about. I'm just switching chairs.
I don't like tomato juice.
How you feel about tomatoes.
I'm okay with tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
I'm okay with tomatoes. Take them or leave them, baby.
I'm gonna fuck with Chris one day and just like walk up to him holding something red and just chewing on it, and he'll be like, "Oh, that's an apple," and then
he'd be able to tell. Like an apple and tomato have very different consistencies.
I don't think Chris has ever seen a tomato. Or else he would like them, but he's a loser and he's like, ew, tomatoes are gross.
I don't love tomatoes. I could take them or leave them. I hate a sandwich can have too much tomato.
Yeah.
Like, I want a small slice of tomato. A thin slice. I don't like a big slice. They're too weird. I don't like them. Fuck you. Get close to the mic, bitch.
You know I will. Did someone break this chair? Because like the back
no, that chair's already broken.
No, but like, oh, okay.
Nobody broke it. It was already broken.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, I've owned this chair for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it just broke over time, but I didn't buy a new one because I didn't need to.
Yeah. You just started like angling your monitor down.
Yeah, getting used to it. Do you want to hear some good news about a bad person?
Oh yeah, Harvey Weinstein's going to prison.
He found guilty, baby.
I didn't know if that was the actual news.
You got it. That was it.
Did you? I saw someone it sucks when you make a meme about someone awful, but like you remember how Harvey Weinstein was like going to prison, like he was going to his shit with like the fucking walker going like, oh, I'm just a hurt old man, please don't send me to the
like
place.
every guilty person that's a terrible person does.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
No, fucking but then like
what's his face?
He was found guilty and then he was just like strutting out of the fucking place like, fuck you guys.
I was gonna say what's his fucking name? Some piece of shit. It doesn't matter.
It like literally doesn't work. I don't know why they all do that. It makes them look pathetic.
They want to garner sympathy. They're like, oh, well, he may have done this horrible thing, but he's an old man. I should treat him okay with respect. No. But the truth is that you should treat old men with less respect.
No one deserves... The only people who deserve respect are veterans who didn't turn out to be racist.
Yeah. Even some of the racist ones, honestly, deserve a little bit of respect. Not a lot.
Depends on what kind of racist.
Yeah.
Like casual racism?
Yeah, you can forgive it if they went to war and they saw horrible things. You know, there's like an excuse. But
if they were like...
No, if they're terrible.
They're like...
if they're like the American Sniper guy.
I wish I could go
Chris
and
Kyle,
kill...
That guy's a piece of shit.
I wish I could go and murder more Asian people. Like, if they're like
if somebody said that,
yeah. Or if they just see like a Chinese dude and go like the fucking C word.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, Harvey Weinstein, he's going to face somewhere between 5 and 25 years in jail. And I think the first thing that should happen, it depends on the sentencing. But the first thing that should happen is everybody should throw bricks at him. I would love it if you're a prisoner and your only entertainment is this podcast and Harvey Weinstein happens to go to the prison that you're in. Fuck yeah, bud. You'd keep doing you. But if you could, throw a brick at him. Right in his spine. Like right at the tailbone.
I don't think they would have bricks.
The spine. You might find a brick. They're made of bricks. It's a building.
Yeah, but you'd have to pull a brick. Using your raw strength because you have to do there is work out.
You're working out. Pull the brick out the wall. Throw it right at Harvey Weinstein's spine.
There's got to be a ton like you.
Or throw it right at his dick. That would also be pretty cool.
I kind of want to go visit a prison.
Yeah,
because you know how when you go like watch like old prison movies,
Scared Straight.
No, not like that. I don't want to get yelled at by some dude.
It's like unless you change your life, you're gonna be here, and you're like, I've literally done nothing.
Yeah, and it's not. The only illegal thing I do is only illegal in another country.
If you keep smoking pot, you're gonna end up in prison. Pot's legal.
Yeah. Oh, and wait, you're in prison for smoking pot, bro? They should have let your ass out.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, they're black. Because, like... Jesus. Well,
yeah,
did you know,
yes.
You know the statistic about it.
Oh, yeah, the statistic.
White dudes get a slap on the wrist. Black guys are like 25 years in prison because you had the most heinous drug
drug crimes are like that. All drug crimes are like that. We could go into the history of how cocaine was treated.
I think it's the most ridiculous with marijuana.
Oh, yeah.
They're all fucking dumb.
I'd say more ridiculous is the crack cocaine versus regular cocaine thing from the 80s.
Oh.
You ever hear about that?
No, I did not.
So Reagan said that your kids were more likely to get crack, so we're going to crack down on crack. But because crack was being used by poor black people, whereas cocaine, regular cocaine, which again is the same drug, was being used by like Wall Street types.
Yeah.
And so a Wall Street type, like a white guy doing regular cocaine would get like 6 months in jail or whatever, and a black guy doing crack would get like 10, 20 years.
He's still there.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, Obama actually let a lot of nonviolent drug offenders out.
So you know the fucking... Okay, so what I was trying to get at is, you know the yard? They always had like weights and shit?
Yeah, in movies, yeah.
I feel like that it's not there.
I think there's a lot of working out in prisons, but I think movies don't show how much time people spend in like chapels in prison because there's a lot of Christ.
Well, they do in movies where the prisoners aren't the villains or like fucking like The Longest Yard. Yeah. There is not a like every interaction with prisoners in that movie. They're just normal people who did fucked up things. The actual villains of that movie are the security guards. Yeah. Where in like movies like movie with Andrew Dufresne.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption?
Shawshank Redemption. In Shawshank Redemption, everyone is an asshole.
Yeah, the prison guards and the prisoners are terrible in that movie. I mean, I think that still points fingers at the guards and the wardens being worse people, but
well, because they're turning a blind eye to everything.
Well, and they're like cashing in.
Yeah, they're also like, hey, I know you're getting raped in the laundry room like every day, but can you just like relax, please? Chill out.
And again, making cash money off the prisoners.
Yeah.
Which is like...
Well, that's a real thing.
Yeah, but I feel like, it's anytime you're doing a job and that's like supposed to be a public service, and then you're like, but yeah, I'm also making cash on the side. There's no way to do that. That isn't like the worst shit in the world.
Prisoners make $5 a day or whatever.
No, it's like the he's selling, like, the prisoners are making shit and the warden's selling them in that movie or something like that. I forget what it is, but it's like he's just lining his wallet, giving away favors.
Yeah.
Weird. Life's weird. The world's weird. The movies are weird also.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for Harvey Weinstein. Let's give him a
good for you, man. Go to prison.
Go to prison.
Die in prison.
Go to prison. Get a brick thrown at your spine.
Isn't Cosby gonna die in prison?
Oh, he should.
No, I mean like with the sentence he got. Like
I don't remember. All I know is he probably should. I'd say throw a brick at his spine too.
Can you turn my fucking headphones down a bit?
Your headphones down?
Yeah.
Is that good?
That's better, yeah. They were fucking blowing up my eardrums.
Fair enough.
I was like starting to get a pain in the side of my head. I'm like, that's not supposed to be happening yet.
But yeah, if somebody did commit a sexual assault, brick to the spine, baby.
Sock full of quarters.
Nope.
Doesn't leave bruises.
Brick. Brick.
Whatever.
Brick.
Let's not advocate
break his spine.
Let's not advocate for prison violence because the dude who throws if you're in there for murder, beat the shit out of Harvey Weinstein.
No.
If you're in there for something else, don't do it. Get out on time.
Harvey Weinstein's Batman. You be Bane.
But
now legally, those were all jokes. There you go.
Whatever.
We're covered, baby. You can say what you want. Now into
unless JK unless
JK unless
what if you send me some titties right now? JK unless
a sad day for people everywhere though. Inferno Cop voice actor Junichi Goto passed away in a motorcycle accident at age 40.
Fuck.
That's the voice actor for Inferno Cop.
What else did he do?
Who cares? Inferno Cop.
There's other things.
Yeah, I guess.
There was actually one that did suck. They
all suck. This sucks.
Okay, but like there's the voice actor for the coach in Haikyuu. He died.
Oh yeah.
And that was a rough one because he was actually a really good voice actor and fit the character well. The new guy just is not as good.
Let's see. What do I got? I got
lady who played Bulma died a couple of years ago as well from in Dragon Ball.
So it looks like Inferno Cop was his biggest role. He was also Pizarro in Tagami Beach Reverse, and he played additional voices in both Final Fantasy 13 and Catherine Full Body. But yeah, my biggest role, of course, being Inferno Cop,
which is weird because Inferno Cop's like a weird side project from Trigger.
Yeah, but I think this guy might have just been somebody, that was a big job for him.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Died in a motorcycle accident. That sucks, but...
It's a show I keep forgetting about, but was really good at the time.
What?
Space Patrol Luluco.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Like
he was in that, obviously, as Inferno Cop.
Oh, yeah. But whenever our friends are like, ooh, what's an anime? I'd always forget to say Luluco. And that's a super easy one to recommend.
I would say you kind of have to watch other Trigger stuff first.
Yeah, I didn't watch Inferno Cop. But everything in it is a reference to other Trigger stuff, but you can kind of
I would
just
say
watch
at least you want to watch Kill la Kill first.
Sure. Trigger is pure horny. Everything they do.
It's not gross horny.
And they do give the dudes some love, just not as much. Like the fucking Kamina, hot man.
Kamina.
Simone grows up to be a hot man. Dude wears a corset.
That's how you know it's good.
Hold
on. Simone,
the guy from Promare who is just Kamina.
Simone, bisexual icon.
Why? Who was he? What man was he fucking?
I'm just saying. Potentially. Wore a corset, had a close relationship with Kamina.
No, that's gross because actually, you know what? No, Kamina was 16, he was 14.
Yeah, they just were different heights.
Yeah, it's just that's how anime
It didn't have
works.
to be sexual. It could be like romantic.
You're a child until you hit 15, and then you either turn into just a bigger version of yourself, or you go
stay identical.
Or you go, you stay identical, but you get bigger, or you go the JoJo route, and it's I'm 15 years old, but you look 30.
And jacked. More jacked than any man has ever been.
That character exists in everything now. Like the guy who looks like he should grow up to be a Yakuza, but he's like a soft boy.
Yeah, well, JoJo invented that.
Not really, because Jotaro is an asshole. I think Cromartie High School did a lot.
Cromartie High School is making fun of the delinquent culture of like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. Well,
is who Jotaro is supposed to be as well.
There's this fucking
I forget what it's called.
There's one of the characters in Why Are You Here, Sensei? He's like 15 years old, but he's like 6'10" and like ripped. And when they do a flashback where he met the teacher while she was like going to do the teacher thing. And he was like 10, but he looked the fucking same. And then
that's good.
There's another manga I've been reading called Fly Me to the Moon. It's just like a short like thing about a dude and a girl meet, and then she's like, he asks her out, and she says, "I'll go on. Then you have to marry me." And he's like, "Fucking sure, you're hot."
Nice. Reminds me of the tweet.
He like looks like a standard fucking anime boy, but his best friend, it's like his only friend you ever see looks like a young Kiryu.
Fly Me to the Moon.
Or actually more like a young Nishiki.
Fly Me to the Moon reminds me of a classic tweet. Do you know this tweet?
No.
Fly me to the moon and let me kick its fucking ass. Let me show it what I learned in my moon jujitsu class.
That's just the plot of Gurren Lagann Part 2.
All the stars in the sky are your enemy.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's...
so fucking sick.
That's so sick. That everything in Gurren Lagann is sick.
Gurren Lagann is 100% sick.
Yeah, that's the whole show. 100% mission status, sick. That's the whole show. Yeah.
That's going to be a video essay at some point that we do. We should just do Gurren Lagann is 100% sick.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All the chicks, hot. All the dudes, hot.
Gay guy, hell yeah.
Also, kind of offensive, but not really.
Kind of offensive, but I'll take it.
Because he's not a predator. He just gets a little too close. He's just a little
flamboyant.
Yeah.
Just a little flamboyant boy.
Yeah.
Voiced by Steve
He has
Bloom.
an ugly ass face, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is a problem.
But he's funny.
He's funny, yeah.
And that's why
I like
love
that at the end of Gurren Lagann, though, he looks the same.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody else has aged like 10 years.
Simone literally looks like a fucking old desert hobo now. The guy who he handed over control of the entire government to.
Yeah, also like went from a small boy to a big boy.
To fucking Bara.
Yeah.
And then like he actually looks like the old man from his village that like gave him the book at the end. But fucking what is it, Leon?
I forgot.
He still looks the same. And he's older than everyone else as well.
Yeah.
He's like 25 when everyone else was 16.
And then he still looks 25 when everybody else is 35. Mm-hmm. Do you want to jump on some loser on Twitter?
Always.
Neil deGrasse Tyson makes a tweet saying, quote,
that I molested a woman and everyone forgot about it.
Well, yes, that's true that he did say that. But also, this tweet is, the film A Marriage Story 2019 should instead have been named A Divorce Story.
Shut up.
Unknowing the entire point. Neil, listen, your expertise is being wrong about science instead of being wrong about film.
Unfortunately, his expertise is being very right about science because he is a smart man.
No, he's also frequently wrong.
Really?
On Twitter.
He was the Pluto guy as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he
was like, oh, let me see your Pluto tattoo, baby.
It's not real. It's not a planet.
It's not a planet.
And that's also weird. Like the people who are way too into Pluto being a planet.
Yeah, but also the people who are like way too up their own asses about it not being one.
Yeah. It's like, who cares?
He's like, so the story for that, by the way, if you don't know, is Neil deGrasse Tyson,
like 10
general
years ago.
creep, it was like talking to a woman who had a tattoo of the solar system, and he grabbed her arm and like looked up the sleeve to see if she had a tattoo including Pluto or if it didn't, because Pluto's not a planet, and Neil deGrasse Tyson is that kind of loser.
Yeah, and he was just like when
that guy
he got called out
right.
on it after all his rape accusations as well.
Yep. Yeah, there was other things where he had an assistant and he was... I don't think he actually did any... I think he harassed her, but it's like it could have gotten worse.
Yeah,
it looked like he was trying to hit...
Did you ever see the picture of him when he was young? And he was like kind of ripped?
Yeah, because he was a wrestler.
He looks like the guy who was like really nerdy, got into something, got real jacked, and he's like, now the women owe me because I'm hot.
Yeah, like Chris.
That's rude, man. That's our
I'm
friend.
joking. It was a joke. But yeah, man. What a loser. Neil, stay out of movies. Stay off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Stay out of my life. Fuck off.
I'm like trying to see if they actually. It's
especially because that's funny because it's like, oh wow, do you really just don't grasp metaphor at all, do you, Neil?
Yeah. Also, remember
Also, it's not called A Marriage Story.
It's called Marriage Story.
Yeah.
It's a story about.
It's not called The Facebook. It's called Facebook.
Yes. Boomer.
Okay, Neil. All right, Neil. How about you listen to this? How about stop talking about bullshit?
Did you ever see the thing where I saw some fucking dude trying to dunk on Bill Nye? Because Bill Nye only has like 1 degree versus like some other guy who has like 1 million. But Bill Nye took that 1 degree and instead of immediately going back to school and keep sucking degrees out of colleges and living off of grants, he went to Disney and he pitched a TV show to teach kids about science.
Yeah, and then he has his new show that also teaches adults about science. And people keep yelling at him because he's an SJW.
It's a little... Some of the things I've seen are a bit too pandery about it.
Hey, man.
Like, that's fine if you want to enjoy that, but it's just... It kind of feels like... The show is being made and for the people who are stupid and don't believe in climate change. But then everyone who watches it are the people who believe in climate change. So it feels like just a circle jerk. Like, I'm sitting there watching it, and they're going like, climate change is real, you fucking dumbasses. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is. They're all stupid, not me.
Yeah.
It's just not... It's too broad and too, like, finger pointy. Going like, you're the dummy. You don't know this. It's not really... It doesn't feel like it's teaching me anything. It feels like it's trying...
I only saw the episode about why you should respect gay and trans people. And I was like, this is good. People
and then
should
someone
watch
took the old clip of Bill Nye talking about biology where he said...
That's the one from the John Oliver show that is supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Bill Nye is fucking mad now. And he's like, the world's on fucking fire.
Oh, no. There was one time along in the original Bill Nye the Science Guy TV show...
Oh, yeah?
Where he said that gender... there was only 2 genders pretty much.
Yeah.
And then now he's going like, gender is like a spectrum.
Yep.
And people are going like, wow, I can't believe he's such a hypocrite, he's pandering. And it's like, actually no, people just learn and change their opinions based off of facts they know.
Yeah. In the 90s, sure, he should have known that, but he just may not have known anybody in that culture. And a lot of people just didn't know that was...
And also, the people in that culture weren't really trying to speak out and tell you, hey, man...
They were, but nobody was amplifying them
there was a couple of people. Now there's a lot of people because you can get your voice out there easier, as opposed to back in the day it was go out in public and say, I'm a man I'm a man who at one point at the beginning of my life was a woman and I transitioned, and then they get shot in the street.
Yeah. It's like, be friends with people who write books. That's how you'd get good representation back in the 90s. Yeah. Like how in The Sandman there are multiple trans characters because Neil Gaiman was friends with a bunch of trans people back then. Mm-hmm. And it obviously still is.
I don't know. Maybe they're not cool anymore. Maybe they just grew out of touch.
That's fair.
Not because because of their gender orientation or anything. It's just that they one time they went over to his house and was really passive aggressive about the fucking coleslaw he made, and they just wouldn't tell him the truth that he put too much salt in it, or why did you put sugar in a coleslaw? I don't know how to make coleslaw, so I don't know if you can do that.
You should put sugar in a coleslaw.
I don't know.
It depends. Well, I assume
I
you
don't
mean the
like
dressing.
cold foods.
I don't either.
I like ice cream.
Yeah,
but if you're like, here's a potato salad, I'm like, did you cook it? No, don't give me that shit.
That's why I don't go to Subway a lot. It's like, fuck, I'm not paying money for cold food.
Yeah, that's why I like to get meatball marinaras at Subway.
Right?
Yeah, but I kind of wish they were halved meatballs or something because they're just it looks like they're about to fucking bust out. It looks like I'm gonna squeeze it too tight. Steak and cheese is good. It's just not great. Subway is just
sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
Nah, fuck it. Subway is so mediocre.
Subway's fine.
Subway, Quiznos, Mr. Sub.
Subway is better than Quiznos and Mr. Stub.
I'm saying that they're just all the same mediocrity.
I would say the invention of Subway is why places like Chipotle and other places where you get to customize your order exist.
Straight up, do not like Chipotle either.
I like Chipotle. Chipotle's good. It's one of the better burrito places.
Well,
I know we have like a more local
we have
brand,
Burrito Boys.
Burrito Boys.
Yeah, which is, I'm sure.
Well, I prefer Chipotle or like Quesada to Burrito Boys.
I've never had Quesada.
Quesada's pretty good.
I remember my first time I went to Burrito Boys. It was a real bad experience.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a man who I don't like beans.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Why do you even eat burritos?
Because it's still a meat tube. There's still like a ton of other things in there I enjoy.
I like beans.
But like
I've had to like beans.
At Burrito Boys,
I had to go vegan for them one.
I just eat a lot of fucking like peppers.
Quinoa.
Quinoa, my favorite food. What was I doing last night that you were like...
You were doing the same bit.
No, I know. But like, why did... You just called out that I sounded like David Lynch.
No. Oh, you don't remember. Blake was telling me that he didn't like what would Jack do, the short film where David Lynch interrogates a monkey.
But then I was like talking about something. I wasn't doing a David Lynch impression, and then you just said I sounded like David Lynch, and then I started doing a bit from a podcast me and Blake like called The Comedy Button.
Yeah, well, that's not a bit from that. I thought you were doing it based
was
on...
when it was David Lynch directing a porno. I was saying, no, you're doing it wrong. Eat her pussy real good.
Yeah, the quinoa thing was just from an actual thing he put out.
Yeah, he goes to make quinoa, and he just puts it on, and then he just starts smoking a cigarette for 10 minutes.
Yeah. You know what? I love David Lynch. He's great. He's a fun, silly boy. I wish I had his brain.
I think you'd have to do a lot of drugs to get his brain.
I don't think he did much drugs. I think he's just weird.
I think David Lynch was one of those guys who did a lot of drugs young and then stopped, and then they had already fucking done the damage to his brain.
Yeah. But also, like, he's like weirdly wholesome man.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I love that.
I'm not one of those people who's like, whoa, what were you doing? What drugs were you on while you did this? Because sometimes people say that about things that are really like people think that
David Lynch is
you had to smoke weed to be funny. No. Probably because like the funniest comedian of all time, Mitch Hedberg, was always high.
Yeah. No, but David Lynch is like, how do I write a script? Well, a script is essentially like 70 scenes, and I just sit and I meditate, and I come up with a scene, and I go, okay, what other scenes should I do? And I just pull these scenes out of thin air until I have something.
I don't know. You just think of a way that you want to do things, and then do it forever.
Yeah.
And if it works, if you throw that dart, hits the board, and you get a bullseye on their first try, you become David Lynch.
Like him, Eraserhead.
Yeah.
That was his first fucking movie. And that movie's great.
I don't know. You know I don't watch movies.
Yeah. I've seen Eraserhead twice.
I was defending fucking Fast and the Furious to the death last week.
Yeah.
No, not last week. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. You're right.
And then they were like Emily and George were talking about like the last one they saw, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, because that was annoying to me because that was like the same day or the day after, and you're talking and like, yeah, George and Emily are like, oh yeah, we saw like 7 and it sucked. It was just so bad.
They saw 6.
I thought they said 7.
I think
and you were like, the last one I saw was 5, and I was like, that's the last one I saw, and I was saying that I don't know shit.
I've seen all of them up till that point. Oh. You've only seen 2 and 3 and 5.
3 and 5.
Yeah.
And I'll give you this: 3 is a cool movie.
3 is a cool movie. I just don't like the characters in it. Lil Bow Wow's fine.
Oh, they live in Tokyo.
Look, the music choice was great.
Good shit in that movie. Tokyo Drift is sick.
Yeah, it's cool. The setting's cool. I don't like.
Why is there no Tokyo Drift 2?
Also,
I don't want to see another Fast and Furious. I don't want to see no Hobbs and Shaw. Give me Tokyo Drift 2, or make Tokyo Drift spin-offs of other franchises.
You just want to see more
Thor 4 Tokyo Drift.
4 Tokyo Drift.
Thor 4 Tokyo Drift.
When's that movie supposed to come out?
I don't know.
Listen, apparently there's supposed to be a new Star Wars movie in 2024.
Yes, it's called Star Wars Episode 11 Tokyo Drift.
It's Star Wars Episode 11. God damn it. Palpatine's back again.
Palpatine's back, baby.
Wait,
and this time,
Star Wars
he's
10.
the first. And this time, Palpatine's the first openly gay Star Wars character.
Only the villains. Only villains can be gay.
Only villains and characters who don't have names.
Yeah. And characters in the background that they could easily cut out for the Russian and Chinese releases.
Characters that if you squint hard enough, you might notice that they're maybe gay.
You know what? You know how they were like Pixar's Onward is the first...
Openly gay Pixar character?
Yeah, because it's like a lesbian.
Sure.
I bet in the other releases that character is going to be voiced by a man so they can just say it's a dude.
Or just not there, or they'll just cut the line.
They made that character look super butch.
Yeah.
So just you can easily say it's just a man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And they're not human, so the whatever characteristics you find associated...
It's already been censored in Russia.
Exactly. Well, yeah, fuck Russia.
Fuck Russia.
Fuck China.
Fuck China.
Fuck China for also unleashing a plague upon our fucking
also
entire
fuck
world.
China for what they're still doing to Hong Kong.
That too, yeah.
Revolution for our lives, baby.
It's gonna get fucking... Blizzard's gonna cancel us now.
Blizzard's gonna cancel us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this podcast is owned by Activision Blizzard, you guys.
Act the Blizzard.
Acti Blizz.
Come at me, Bobby Kotick.
Oh, dude. I believe it's pronounced Kotick. Do you remember that fucking Hey Ash, what you playing? Where it's like
Bobby Kotick.
There was the video where it was like she's dressed up as Bobby Kotick or whatever, and he's just like screaming at people for the new Activision games, and he's like snorting coke and killing people in the boardroom, and like somebody's like, "Oh, Mr. Kotick, it's pronounced Kotick," and then like later it's like, "All right, thank you, Mr. Kotick, it's pronounced Kotick."
Hey Ash, what you playing was such like
It's a good show,
LOL random humor,
but in a good way.
I think it's just the charisma of Ashley Birch.
That's true.
She's great. I like that she's in everything now.
She should be in everything. She's in that new Always Sunny show. The one about video games.
You're really calling it an Always Sunny show?
It's called It's Always Sunny in World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Raw McElhenney. That game dev team is way too small for the game they make.
No, they're just working on the pre-pro for a DLC, I think. Or an expansion, right?
That's still so little. There's like 5 people. I haven't watched the show.
I think it's pre-pro. It's not even... I think it's like...
So
whatever.
It's just board meetings.
Yeah, essentially. But like of a sub-team.
I don't know. I feel like it's just going to... Like, even... No matter what, whenever you want to tackle something that's nerd culture, like, we've already had the best game development TV show. It's called Code Monkeys.
I've never heard of it.
It was a pixel show. Like, it was like... It was all pixel art. The boss of the game development studio was like a fucking Jack Donaghy type from 30 Rock.
Oh, nice.
But he was like an oil. He got his money from oil, and he was just like, I bought this video game company because video games are the future. And then it's a small development team making video games, and they're all just crazy idiots. But the theme song of the show was Code Monkey by Jonathan Colton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a fun show. It was on G4.
Oh,
yeah.
Rip.
I watched it all illegally on like Google Video. That's how.
Oh, remember Google Video, dude?
Yeah.
You can watch any show ever.
Well, for me, it was Clerks, the animated TV series.
Yeah,
the funniest TV series.
That show's great.
Yeah, and and Code Monkey.
Yeah.
Also, CKY, the predecessor to Jackass.
Oh, I was gonna say. What was it that I watched on there? I don't even remember. There was lots of shit on there. You could just get any show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Family Guy. I watched a lot of Family Guy.
I actually just had the Family Guy like DVDs.
I got them eventually.
Yeah. Well,
and
like
then I've thrown them out since.
My stepbrother had them, and so I was just like, okay. I watched them when I was at my dad's house.
Nice. So, Disney recently announced the first openly gay wing of the Star Wars brand. Star Wars, the High Republic. Just kidding.
Weed.
I'm making fun of Disney for continually announcing the first openly gay Disney character.
I saw that joke.
Yeah.
There's like an article every year about how there's a new openly gay character.
And they're all like nobody that matters.
Yeah, it's always like there's a character in the back. I get like you're starved for... I think we're past the point of being starved for representation.
It's not that we're not... No, we still need more representation.
No, but we need real representation.
We need real representation.
We don't need characters in the background. We don't need
background characters. We need a Star Wars movie that's not going to have, these 2 girls kiss in the background. No, we need a Star Wars movie where 2 guys kiss and they're the main characters. Like, that's what everybody wanted. That's bullshit.
Even if it's not the main character, you could...
That's like one of the 8,000 things wrong with Rise of Skywalker.
Lead supporting character,
somebody who matters that you can't edit out.
Look, the next step is a tertiary character. Like Dominic Monaghan's character. If he was gay, fuck yeah.
No, he still doesn't matter in the movie.
But he's there. I'm saying that's the point we're at, is that even a dude who has a couple lines is the obviously gay one, and you can't cut that out.
Yeah.
Because he is in the movie. If you cut him out of the movie, there's parts where it's like...
Well, no, they just cut the gay part out of the movie.
Oh.
That's what happens.
No, he's still gay. He just wears a shirt that says, I love cock the whole movie.
Yeah. Like, no, that's what we need. Is we need a character who you can't edit out.
Well, graphic tees don't exist in Star Wars.
Yeah, except for when they do.
They don't though.
They sometimes
T-shirts don't exist in Star Wars. Everyone wears robes.
It's really confusing.
Robes
universe.
and Henleys. That's it. And leather jackets.
You're right. Henleys exist.
Well, because fucking Finn under the
and
vest.
Poe was wearing a Henley.
Poe was just fucking out there
Nathan
auditioning
Drake.
for the Uncharted movie.
Well, J.J. Abrams loves Uncharted.
He should. Uncharted is...
It's his shit. Like, it's clear. It's so clearly the kind of thing he would like.
Uncharted is, like, probably...
It's Super 8, but for Indiana Jones.
But it's like... I think it's a perfect video game franchise.
Yeah.
There's... every Uncharted game is great.
Yeah.
Except for the PSP one.
You mean the Vita one?
Vita. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult your baby.
You should not. Nobody should ever insult the Vita.
The Vita was the best handheld ever made before the Switch.
I'd say it's better than the Switch.
Anyways, you're wrong.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? It wasn't like there was a 5-minute gap between those words.
Nobody knows that.
They do now.
Excuse me.
All right.
But yeah, the Vita was very good. Call me when you've made anything anywhere near as good.
Never.
Anyway, do you want to hear about this High Republic?
Yeah. It's is it a prequel, this one?
Yes.
Just go forward. Fuck this shit.
Disney and Lucasfilm announced the latest saga in the world of Star Wars following the rise of Skywalker and the conclusion of the Skywalker saga, which is what we're apparently calling it now. The High Republic is a new narrative set 200 years before the first prequel film, The Phantom Menace, where the Jedi Order is in control of the Galactic Empire and served as guardians of peace and justice. So it's KOTOR. We're replacing KOTOR with the High Republic.
Great. The thing... Literally, no one had a problem with KOTOR.
Well, it just wasn't canon.
It was still canon.
No, it wasn't.
KOTOR
it was
canon.
Nope.
No, the games...
No, it went into Legends with all the other expanded universe shit.
I swear to jeez. The games were still canon.
Nope.
And the comics were canon.
No, it counted as Legends. It was gone too.
Well, it's Legends now.
Yeah, at the very least. Maybe this takes place like between the KOTOR and Phantom Menace. Maybe KOTOR was like 400 years before, and this is 200 years before.
Thank you, Reddit.
The Jedi Order is at the peak of its heroism in this era, but we will still see adversaries in the form of Nihil, space Vikings, or another article said space punk rockers. Maybe they're both. Maybe they're punk rock Vikings. That'd be pretty sick.
But then they're villains.
But then they're cooler than the Jedi. They're already kind of cooler than the Jedi.
The Jedi are fucking straight-laced losers.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of it. Like, I want to see...
I like a good heroic Jedi story, don't get me wrong.
Or like 200 years past the shit we just went through. Like...
Yeah, but then it's like, but then in 200 years, then we can't make the movie about that.
What do you mean?
Because it's like 200 years from now, the new expanded universe stuff happens. But because that's taking up canon, we're only making spin-off shit about things that we're not going to make movies about.
Let's just move forward. Let's have a point where Jedi aren't this huge powerhouse religious order that they were in the prequels and shit. Let's have them be
I like
a
it.
sect of... Let's have them be like fucking Mandalorians. They're like bounty hunters that are just out in the world who follow a specific code set about them. And they have laser swords.
I like the Jedi Order. I think that you can do interesting shit with it.
I don't, because with the Jedi Order, it literally sealed its own fate by being such dicks. Anakin was this promising kid. They literally could have brought him in, but they have these strict rules about not fucking. And that's what Anakin got so horny, he fucked the queen.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, my dick has tasted it. Time to go
really
lose it
happened.
in fire. What?
That's not really what happened.
It was against the rules for him to have a child.
But it was also against the rules for him to be an angry little bitch boy.
And Qui-Gon was like, fuck you guys, I will train the boy anyways because prophecy. And then Obi-Wan was like, I got to do what my master wanted me to do.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan's a good dude.
Obi-Wan's the best dude.
Yeah, but Yoda's a good dude.
And Yoda allows it. Yoda is like the number one.
And we all love Plo Koon. Sorry. We all love Plo Koon.
Brings up Plo Koon, but like literally...
We all love Plo Koon.
No, we don't. He's ugly.
Yeah, we love him.
Also,
this podcast is officially the Plo Koon
the Plo Koon fan club.
Yes.
We're all just a bunch of
new announcement.
Coonies.
Hold on. New announcement for Disney Lucasfilm. The Media Hole podcast is announced as the first openly gay pro-Plo Koon podcast.
Do you know the man with the banana head?
Kit Fisto?
That's not Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto was
I love Kit Fisto. That's my favorite Star Wars name.
Was his Padawan.
Kit Fisto. How good is it? Come on, tell me
Kit
Fisto.
Fisto?
Tell me Fisto isn't the best last name.
Fisto was my favorite sex robot from Fallout New Vegas. Guess what? He fists you.
Kit Fisto.
Kit
Fisto is just Aquaman.
So anyways, Banana Head.
Yeah.
He's allowed to fuck.
Yeah. Oh no, you said this before.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, Jedi Master Shaggy.
Fuck off.
What?
He was not a master. He was a Padawan. He got fucking killed.
He got killed by Grievous. I want to see his story.
Yeah, but he was a Padawan.
Shaggy, a Star Wars story. Come on.
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Ki-Adi-Mundi. Who doesn't like Ki-Adi-Mundi, dude?
Ki-Adi-Mundi is 1.98 meters tall. How much of that do you think is head?
It's all head.
30.3 meters.
5 meters is head.
That's bigger than him. All right, whatever. Star Wars sucks.
Anyway, do you want to hear more about this shit? New smugglers, bounty hunters, and the like are expected to be highlighted in this new saga as well. The first phase of the High Republic begins in August. They're going to release 5 releases. A young adult novel called Into the Dark, a middle school novel called A Test of Courage, the IDW comic book series, The High Republic Adventures, a Marvel comic book series called The High Republic, and then a novel called The Light of the Jedi. Do you want to do a whole like review thing on it whenever new shit comes out for it, or do we want to
the TV? Sure, I'm not reading a book.
None of those are TV.
I'm not reading them. Are they comics?
There's a young
books?
adult novel, a middle school novel, 2 comic book series, and a novel.
That's above my reading level. No, I'm not interested. I thought that if it was a TV series, I would have watched it. But.
Yeah. How the fuck did EA have the Star Wars license since 2014 and not do KOTOR remastered or a new canon KOTOR?
How the fuck have they only made one good game with it?
Hey, Battlefront 1 was maybe okay.
Battlefront 2 was the better one.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't play that one.
Other than the controversy bullshit with like having to work a 40-hour week to unlock Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah?
The game's a lot better.
I didn't know that.
It came out with a lot more content and shit. But
Is it better than OG Battlefront 2?
At this point in its life cycle, yes. I haven't played this game.
Well, then how do you...
I watch people play it.
Okay, but would you say...
And the game looks fun.
Would you say it looks more fun than Battlefront 2 for the PS2?
Yes, because as I was yelling at this in your car yesterday on the way to Blake's house, it is a modern video game that controls better.
It doesn't control better.
Yeah, Battlefront 2? Battlefront 2 controls
is
like
way
ass.
better. Battlefront 2 plays better than the new Battlefront 1.
No.
Yes, because it just plays like Battlefield, and Battlefield's not a good game for good people who know good shit.
Oh, you're really
Yeah, I'll stand there.
This?
Battlefield fucking sucks, and if you like it, you're a loser. You're a normie. Fuck you.
Whatever, film student.
How about this? Come back to me when you play a game that isn't Battlefield.
Okay, I'm back to you.
No, I'm talking to the viewer, not you.
All right, Stevie, go send me a text when you read this, and I'll forward it to Nathan.
Battlefield's boring.
You're right. Battlefield is boring.
And I think just making Battlefield but in Star Wars is boring.
But it's a lot smaller and a lot more like you're actually engaging with the enemy instead of being miles apart. It's still lame.
I want it to be original.
Old Battlefront 2 was also
2 is fucking great.
But it was also very similar to Battlefield. You played on a giant battlefield.
Yeah, but it was like a different control scheme. It had its own things and its own like innovations to it. Space combat was dope.
Space combat was dope, and I'm upset that it doesn't come back.
Yeah, and like Battlefield has shit like that with its planes and stuff, but it's like
that takes place directly over the top. So if you when you're playing on Hoth in Battlefront 2, where you could get in and fuck the AT-ATs.
Dope.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's sick. I love that.
I don't know. I think there's
if you can't do that in new Battlefront 2, then Battlefront 2 new is a failure. It's a bad game. Like if
that's your conditions, sure. Like the game straight up does
the
control
N64
better.
Shadows of the Empire game, you could do that, and therefore is a better game than new Battlefront 2.
I don't know why they didn't do it.
Yeah,
Especially since there was game modes. I don't know if it was in the newer Battlefields, but like in Battlefield 1942, you could there was a game
an all
mode,
vehicle mode, yeah.
An all plane mode specifically, where you fought in the air.
And Battlefield 2142.
I never played that one.
It was cool.
Well, actually, I never played 1942 either. I played
either.
1943, the shittier version.
Yeah. Me too. But I saw 2142 existed, and I was like, cool.
The last good Battlefield game was Battlefield Bad Company 2.
I'll give you that one. Yeah.
2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since then, they're trying to be Call of Duty.
It's just like, oh, we can make Call of Duty numbers if we keep making boring Battlefield games.
And they don't, because the fucking games suck.
Well, they do. They do Call of Duty numbers. They're like pretty even in.
No, Call of Duty numbers are astronomical. These guys...
I thought nowadays it was pretty close each time.
Nah. I feel, Call of Duty games get better reviewed than Battlefield games.
Yeah.
Because Call of Duty is just actually more fun.
Yeah, but Battlefield was sort of like, oh, you think Call of Duty's a bit too, it doesn't feel like realistic enough? Here's Battlefield.
But then Battlefield's not realistic enough.
It's not, yeah.
Because it's so jank. There's so much jank.
Yeah.
Like vehicles just spawning on top of each other, or you like driving and then you hit
Have they ever brought back the good destruction physics from Bad Company 2?
No, never.
Never?
No, I think maybe there was some in 3, but it just wasn't as good as Bad Company 2.
Well, I remember 3 being a step back because they were going for more of we're doing bigger battles with more people, and so we're reducing the destructibility. But there was it 3 or 4 that had the big map changing events that could happen?
Like, what do you mean? Like when you're playing Rush, like the map would change?
Well, no, that's Rush. That's always been there. I'm talking. There was that map with the skyscraper where partway through, like if certain things get triggered, the skyscraper falls down.
That's 4. We played that at Derek's house a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was interesting, but it's still not as cool as like sort of you shoot a rocket launcher at a house and the wall blasts off, and now the person inside the house has to change their strategy.
I think that was in Battlefield 1. Like it came back in that one.
Oh, in the World War I one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fucking
was it in
name.
5?
I have no idea. Didn't play 5.
Me neither. I didn't. The last one I played was 4.
I didn't play 5 because there was
sucked.
a woman with a robot arm, and that's just like not historically accurate.
What?
Did you not hear that shit?
I knew there was a woman and people were complaining.
They put out a fucking super
arm.
cool trailer for Battlefield 5. Like actually cool enough that
Or was it just like a prosthetic?
Prosthetic.
Like a basic
But she
prosthetic.
used it like with enough motion that it's like, that's not real.
Oh.
Like it's like, because prosthetics are, especially back in 1942.
Yeah.
It's like the prosthetic is just like you can move it up and down depending on how big your nub is. But she was like fingers.
Oh.
And she was really cool looking character. It looked fun. It kind of looked like it was gonna. With the way she was designed, I was like, are they gonna go with like a hero based thing? Because that might have been cool.
That is cool.
Like you fucking, if you want to play a sniper, you're gonna look like this character sort of
Too
thing.
bad Battlefield 5 didn't do as well as Lawbreakers.
No one did as bad as Lawbreakers.
I said didn't do as well as Lawbreakers. The #1 hero shooter of all time.
Yeah, you're right. The Dark Souls of hero shooters.
Yeah. It's the Dark Souls of good sales.
And then Cliff Bleszinski trying to make Radical Heights, shooting himself in the foot with that one as well. And then going like, hey, Epic Games, I see you're having a problem with Gears of War, when Gears of War 5 sold really well and was even got like
Radical Heights, the Dark Souls of bad.
The Dark Souls of Battle Royale games.
You know somebody's going to come out here with the Dark Souls of Battle Royale. And it'll be called Dark Souls Battle Royale, baby.
No, We've cashed in. It's For Honor with a Battle Royale mode.
No, I want FromSoft to cash in and make Dark Souls Battle Royale.
I don't. Or it's Elden
Dark Souls All-Stars Battle Royale.
Oh, there we go.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
But he looks like a Dark Souls character.
But he looks like a Dark Souls character.
Yeah.
Featuring Joker from the Shin Megami Tensei series.
Whatever.
I want Dark Souls Battle Royale, and I want it to be the worst game ever made.
Just because you just want it to be bad because you don't like Dark Souls.
No, but it's not just that. It's that I enjoy things that are out there.
Isn't there like a fucking new like a 6v6 like hero game coming out where it's all melee based?
It's Ninja Theory's new game.
Yeah,
it's directed by the guy who did the combat in the bad DMC, but not the worst.
Which
DMC.
Is fucking stupid because he couldn't get a stinger right.
Yeah. But it's, taught him, and it's been 7 years. maybe he's learned something.
Yeah, maybe he learned.
Maybe he learned how to make a good game.
Yeah, and
just kidding. DMC's a fine game. It's just not as good as the other ones.
Also, Hellblade.
Yeah, Hellblade's good.
Yeah.
Hellblade's a good game. It's got simple combat, but good simple combat.
That fucking hero shooter melee game is going to be so fucking broken.
Oh, yeah. But in a good way.
Well, it's going to be like every character who works like Genji from Overwatch is going to be too overpowered. Like where your shift is like some move like that does like high damage to hit someone, and then if you kill someone with it, it recharges. Any character with high mobility wins.
It depends on how the map's designed and stuff.
Yeah, and also if characters have like throwable weapons and shit.
Yeah,
or your main
because it's not a traditional fighting game. It's a 4v4 hero shooter brawler essentially. So it's like
4v4 hero brawler, not a shoot. But then you need to have some sort of ranged weapon.
Yeah,
not like a ranged weapon that you actually shoot, but something where it's like, you throw a throwing knife or something.
Yeah. So the worry is the person with the best ranged weapon always wins because you can just needle somebody down until
it has to be like the best ranged weapon, but it has like a fucking 30-second.
The maps need to be small, and the characters
time.
need to be really good at traversal.
Yeah, it had to be small and then vertical.
Yeah.
And you also can't have a character that can drop down on top of you and kill you instantly.
No, yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yeah.
No, it needs to be, and every character needs to be able to be from one end to the other very quickly.
Yeah.
And then that game can be dope. I'd love to see that be the new like casual fighting game in. And I know it's not the same, it's not going to be like that, but I'd love for that to be like a similar to Smash type situation where it's like
it's the first
person not a
equivalent.
Fighting game. It's like, but it's like this will get you into fighting games, you know? Mm-hmm. Like enjoying this can let you get into enjoying the other types.
Yeah, like maybe if you get into like a one-on-one confrontation, there could be like blocks and parries and stuff.
And just like good footsies and things like that.
Actually, that's For Honor.
Yeah, well, For Honor is like that too, but it's just I never got into For Honor, so I couldn't tell you.
I just think For Honor's like it's a hero game. It's a hero class sort of game. It just fucking sucks because there's heroes that are much better than others.
Yeah,
like the basic heroes you get suck shit, and if you don't know what you're doing, and it's one of those where your basic kit determines how well you do. Where like a game like Rainbow Six, as long as you can put a sight on a weapon,
you're Gucci.
You can do it.
Yeah, that game's great. That game's so good at making characters that all feel indispensable.
They're just getting they're getting fucking crazy though.
Oh, they are?
Well, because there's like 50 operators. They're putting out two new ones every 3 months.
Jeez.
So there's 12 new operators a year. They've already put in the last two they put out is a guy who he throws out like these discs, and if you throw it's a single-use one. There's a character already like this in the game where he puts this thing called an ADS out. And what it does is if you throw a grenade in the room, it fires out like a little pin and destroys it. So it just stops it. This guy, he has a single-use one, but he can throw it anywhere.
My favorite character in Rainbow Six Siege is the one that can do a Shoryu who can...
That's not in the game yet, but I guarantee it will come out.
It should be. That should be the Sledge guy's new thing. Is like, not only does he have a sledgehammer, he can do sick combo.
They're gonna make like a character where it's like Sledge. He's just like Sledge, except he takes like a small one and whips it at the wall. Dude. And like it makes like a kind of a big hole, but not big enough to go through.
No, there should be a character in Rainbow Six Siege that doesn't have guns.
A melee character.
No guns, just a melee character, and he's beefy. He can take a lot of hits, but he's a melee character. It's like you're going to get shot from far away.
Everyone in Rainbow Six dies in like 3 shots anyways.
So this guy dies in 6.
That's too much. That's not enough. You'll die. Unless he has to be beefy and have
he can
way
bash
too much.
Through walls.
He needs to be the first.
He has a charge move that goes through walls.
That is a character that just came out.
He has a charge move that goes through walls. He can take 6 bullets before he dies, and he can do sick punch combo.
Actually, I don't know what I was wrong. That guy I was talking about who throws the discs that can stop projectiles, he was in the previous update. The next update is this guy who can shoulder charge through walls, and if someone's on the other end, they get knocked on their ass.
I petition the name of my new operator that I just invented, Violent Ken.
And if they have... Shut up. If they have a...
That's my favorite Street Fighter character.
You know like the shield characters in Rainbow Six?
Yeah.
Like there's a guy who can just drop like a floor-length shield.
Baby.
If you are using this guy with the shoulder bash and you run and you bash the shit out of that man's shield, it fully comes up and it moves out of the way. So you can just shoot him now.
Oh, shit.
Because shield operators were way too powerful.
Yeah, I played as that character a couple times, but I'm a sledgehammer guy.
It's fun.
It's
also he has good weapons.
I'm not a shield guy. I'm the kind of man who wants to bash a wall down.
Also, yeah, and also the sledgehammer guy, he can break through. He can break brought up doors really quick. He can break through wooden walls, and he can break through the castle's barricades within 2 shots. And you have 25 uses of this fucking thing.
Yeah,
he is the most use in the game.
Until they come up with my character, Violent Ken.
Whatever. Get out of here.
You know that's Street Fighter. You know that's...
I know, it's
okay.
Street Fighter.
Because there's evil
Of course
Ryu.
I know it's fucking Street Fighter.
There's evil Ryu and there's Violent Ken.
Yeah.
And Violent Ken is the silliest name because he's already a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
He's already violent.
It's Violent Ben. Or no, what's another word for violent?
I don't know. Violent. Nothing gets better than just calling a character Violent Ken. Because it's such a Japanese person using English word. Like it's
Violent
like,
Ken.
He's Violent Ken. There's regular Ken and then there's Violent Ken.
So anyways, hero shooters, everyone should aspire to be Rainbow Six.
Hero shooters, everybody should aspire to be City of Heroes.
Also, I like Overwatch, the way Overwatch does their shit. You get the character as soon as it's unlocked.
Oh yeah.
The money that you put in the game
is for the skins only.
4 skins only.
Nice, dude. I love 4 skins.
I don't.
You said 4 skins, and that's why I said that.
Yeah, it's very funny.
So, Ian, that's all my news that I have. Do you have news?
No, but I can talk about Resident Evil.
Okay, we already did that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
At the top. But
I can talk about it more.
I have a couple things for my week. Do you want to talk about the week?
Yeah, sure. So let me do my
do yours, yeah.
So I watched Harley Quinn finished.
Yep.
Last week or the week before, I can't remember.
And I really want to check it out, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good. It's just they do a thing. There's a joke where I don't know, you might have seen this on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where they capture Batman and Scarecrow just takes off Batman's mask and Joker gets pissed about it.
Yeah, that's something that's consistent.
But then the fucking joke at the end is like he's ranting. He kills Scarecrow, number 1. So sorry, Rob McCauley. But
damn.
He starts ranting about like how he didn't want it to happen. Kills Scarecrow, and then he looks at Bruce and says, "Wayne Tech said I was gonna get an electric car this year. I put a down payment. Where's my electric car, Bruce?" And then the scene just ends.
That's great.
It's a good ending. They're kind of resetting though.
Yeah.
Like everything that happens in the episode previous, like fucking Poison Ivy gets shot through the chest.
Yeah.
Like, and we think she's dead, but by the end of the episode, she's back. She's a plant woman.
She can do what she wants. Yep.
She's fucking Superman. She gets her energy from the sun.
Nice.
So she fucking.
Are we gay?
No, I don't think we're gonna get it, which sucks. Not even like hints. They
had a couple hints where she fell on top of her.
That's like bait.
Yeah.
That's not really a hint.
And
they're still playing, and Kite Man's still there.
Kite Man's still there?
Kite Man proposes to her. She doesn't say yes, but he says, "Wasn't a no." Kite Man is just the worst.
Kite Man's a good running joke.
I think he's funny, but the fact that Poison Ivy desperately wants his dick
is odd.
Is dumb.
Yeah.
Because he's an idiot.
Poison Ivy's cool.
Oh, but then there's a part where Poison Ivy gets huge for some reason. And, what the fuck is his name?
Which
Dr.
one?
Psycho?
Yeah.
He's like, "I will give you $1,000 if you pick me up and put you in my pocket right now." Because he has a fetish for giant women.
Of course, his ex-wife is Giantess or whatever.
Yeah. So it's the best.
It's a good bit.
That character I fucking hated when he showed up. But by the end, I'm like, I like this guy.
He's great. I like that character.
Yeah.
That show's good.
It's a good show.
I watched the first 4 or 5 or whatever it was. Loved that show.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw the trailers and I was like, this show's going to be great. And then it turned out to be better than I thought.
Yeah.
So
it's real fun.
I think it's better than Rick and Morty. At least
I know you don't like
the
Rick
last
and
couple
Morty,
seasons.
but I'm going to say
I watched all of season 4 and it's just fine. Like it's just
and-
not as good.
Rick and Morty is very memeable and taken like
Yeah. It's too memeable now. I think it got too big of an audience. I think it was a show that thrived on being more small
it's
scale.
a show that should have ended. Like
no, it's I'm fine with it having 4 or 5 or however many
Like, you know
seasons.
how-
It just shouldn't have gotten as big as it
you know
is.
how Community had like tumultuous like lifespan.
Well, yeah, that's because season 4 had completely different creators, and season 5, Dan Harmon came back, but he was writing Rick and Morty too long.
People kept kicking Dan Harmon off, and Dan Harmon probably would have given the show like a fucking like thing to be done.
Ending, yeah.
But this time with Rick and Morty, Cartoon Network isn't saying no to Rick and Morty.
No.
It's Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. I don't think they want to make the show anymore.
Yeah.
I think
they have to.
It's money. There's
just
too much money in it.
It's the biggest show. Because what sucks
now we got Pickle Rick Pringles. Like
Rick and Morty, the problem is like Rick and Morty started as a parody of Doctor Who, and you could argue that it's bigger than Doctor Who.
No, it started as a parody of Back to the Future.
And then it became a parody of Doctor Who.
Yes. Because they don't like time travel. They didn't want to explain it. So if they were going to do an episode where they went back in time, it's not that they went back in time, it's they went to an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Because fuck dealing with time, because then you have to do too much research about what it was like back then, or else you get the fucking history nerds going, actually, the toilet was invented in the 1500s, and this takes place in the 1400s, and I heard a flushing noise.
Yeah.
Shut up. Fuck off.
It's a show. Mm-hmm. But no, like it's very much
a cartoon about a scientist with a portal gun or a telephone booth that goes back in time. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, Doctor Who was actually initially meant to be a
historical show.
Historical, like, educational show.
But Doctor Who got infinitely bigger. Like, I would argue 50% of Doctor Who fans
haven't seen before season 8 or whatever it's called.
Season 9 was the Eccleston season.
Yeah.
I've
only seen it. I've only seen... The last episode of Doctor Who I watched was Angels Take Manhattan.
I watched all of 9. I watched all of 10, and I watched most of the Matt Smith stuff.
Did you watch The Angels Take Manhattan?
Maybe.
That's when they got rid of Karen Gillan, and I was like, I don't give a shit anymore.
I watched up to when Clara showed up.
Yeah,
and I
didn't watch
caring.
that. Yeah, I was like, you got rid of Karen Gillan, and I don't like Matt Smith.
Oh no! Like as soon as Matt Smith showed up, I was like, all the stuff they did with 9 and 10 is gone.
It's gone.
It feels like a different character.
It's a completely new guy. Whereas like 9 transitioned into 10 really well.
Yeah.
And then people said like, oh, well, 12 was really good, like for a while, but then
the idea of Doctor Who is when they transform.
Yeah.
Like when they get a new body and stuff, it's the new body they become is what they needed at the time. So from 9, he was this rugged asshole. Mm-hmm. And then he transformed to 10,
who's like a more lovable guy who's still
more
a bit
lovable
of an asshole.
guy who was out there beating villains by having fun. And then he ran out of time, and he said, "I don't want to go because technically they have the same memories, but they are different people."
Yeah.
And then Matt Smith shows up, where a bunch of fucking issues have been finished with 10. So to the Doctor's regeneration, it's like, I don't need to turn into anything valuable, so I'm going to go have fun. So he becomes a child, as in Matt Smith.
Yep.
Where the first moments of 10 was him going on this whole speech about not starting wars and how that's fucked up. And then in the middle of 11, he fucking gets in this speech about how he has allies. When a good man
goes to war.
He has a bunch of allies around the world, and he will go to war at any second. Like, he forgot about his previous times. Like, as you mean
like a fascist? That's right.
Matt Smith is a fascist.
Stephen Moffat wrote a fascist Doctor Who, much like how he wrote that fascist Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
But yeah. The 11's rough. Apparently 12 was better. And then 13 people... There are people who are like...
Out yet?
She's been out for 2 years.
Fuck. Not bad.
But people are like... There are people who just hate it because it's a woman, and I'm like, you're a loser. And then there's people who are like, yeah, the guy who wrote this, it seems like he hasn't watched Doctor Who since like the end of Matt Smith, because he's sort of just repeating that and trying to do a different version of stuff that happened then, like since or whatever, and take it back to there. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, I get it. The guy who's running it, by the way, is the guy who did a great show, which I love, called Broadchurch, but... You know.
So I started looking up news things.
Yeah.
This is from ET Canada. So
what do they have to say?
Rumors claim, I'm not going to actually click on the link because I'm not giving them money. Rumors claim Henry Cavill will play Wolverine in Captain Marvel 2. Now, I don't give a shit about whatever those rumors say, but I think I could see
I'd buy it.
Henry Cavill
He's too tall.
That's the best one. What was it that Hugh Jackman
Hugh
went
Jackman's
around?
too tall.
He is as well. I know, but
Yeah.
didn't he go around as Wolverine at a convention and someone was like, too tall?
I think, yeah, back when he got casted.
I think they
because
said
Wolverine's
too
supposed to be
short or
like
something.
5'6".
Wolverine's a tiny man,
Yeah,
just like how
he's a short
Wolverines
bit.
are tiny animals.
Yeah.
We need a fucking short king to play Wolverine.
New short king Wolverine. Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, he is short.
He's a tiny boy,
yeah.
but he could do it. He was in those terrible Hunger Games movies. He could be in a good movie at some point. He deserves a good movie.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so. He doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Okay, that's fine.
Excuse me.
He doesn't do anything problematic.
I don't think he has.
I saw a thing about Robert Pattinson.
I like Robert Pattinson.
Well, it was just some like meme about going like showing him as like him in Twilight, going like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be our new Batman." And then there was just a response goes like, "No, this dude is," and it shows him like in every other role he's done. Like, just because you've only seen him in Twilight doesn't mean
that's all he's done.
And also, have you ever heard talking about Twilight? It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He just makes fun of everything. It's like the script is like, sit there and make this face, and he's like, "What the fuck is that? What face is that?"
Yeah, I feel like Robert Pattinson is sort of the new Brad Pitt, who is a man cursed with being too hot, but like he has the talent.
What was the Brad Pitt role that like everyone was like, "Oh, this guy"?
No. I'm saying not necessarily, but it's like Brad Pitt is like he's got the acting talent to be and like the choices to be like a character actor, like play weird side character weirdo people.
Yeah.
But he's just too traditionally hot to play weirdos.
Like Edward Norton's like confident personality makes him look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Fight Club. Confidence makes you that hot. That's the message that all these fucking nerds should have taken from that movie.
No, the message is
confidence is hot.
The message is don't trust anybody who's saying you're being feminized.
That as well. Don't eat the soy boy burger.
Soy boy.
You're gonna get tits.
Honestly, soy is great, and if you don't like it, you're the problem.
I've had soy sauce.
Soy sauce is good. You ever had soy milk?
No, I have not.
Oh,
I've had almond milk.
You ever had
because I'm not a monster.
Soybeans. I like almond milk. Almond milk's great.
Almond milk is great. Yeah. So, I had a really bad time with Monster Hunter this week.
Yes.
They finally put out a quest I've been waiting for.
What is it?
It's called Muscle Monkey Madness.
Is it called Ian Loves to Play Games Forever?
Yeah, Games as a Service.
It's called Games as a Service. We'll keep you paying, baby.
Hey, if you give me good content, then yes. So this fucking quest, it's like fighting two of the monsters.
Is this the one where you get the shirtless picture?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Did you get it?
I got it today, finally.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, I was winning. And now my character's got jiggle physics.
Nice.
Honestly, it's kind of insulting. Because the man version, fucking 8-pack pecs. Like, you look like, God, if you're white, if you were black, you look like Terry Crews. Or you look like fucking, I don't know, Vin Diesel.
Nice.
Like, you just look like a ripped man. But the woman, it's like, you got a toned tummy. That's it. And your
no
titties be
abs?
out. Hardly. They're like hardly there. They're not visible enough. It's bullshit. It's called buff body. I should be fucking shredded. I should look hot as fuck, bro.
Honestly, if you don't like women with a 6-pack, you're an incel.
If you don't appreciate anyone's goal, like be getting a 6-pack, you're a fucking weirdo.
If you're not dicks out for abs, you're an incel.
All right, so I'm looking. I can't really zoom in, but that's the armor set.
Oh no. Okay, it's still semi jacked, but I don't.
And then
not enough ab.
This is the man version.
Yeah,
that's a ripped man.
That's a ripped man.
Yeah,
I can confirm
that's like
it is a ripped man.
That guy is a bodybuilder. He is buff. That chick, that lady.
She's like a model.
She's like a gymnast.
Gymnast.
Do
to
gymnasts
be fair,
have abs?
Gymnasts do have abs.
Okay, not
you
gymnasts.
need good ab.
Not gymnasts.
Gymnasts
then.
are cool. If you're a gymnast,
it's like a
hit
sprinter.
us up. Sprinter.
Sprinters also sometimes have abs, but it's not necessary for the sport.
Yeah.
So, if you're a gymnast,
I think the people who do the hurdles have abs.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
You know the fucking elevator scene in Harley in Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
That's Margot Robbie just did that. There wasn't wires and shit. She just did gymnast bullshit in high heels.
Oh, have you never heard about who Margot Robbie is?
I know who she is.
No,
now.
but like she does that shit.
Yeah, but
she dedicates herself when she was doing.
Why was this not something that I actually heard about while the movie was out? Instead, I had to hear about Jared Leto fucking jerking off with condoms like a posh loser and sending them to Will Smith, and Will Smith going,
"No, he sent those to Margot Robbie."
What the fuck?
He sent bullet casings to Will Smith.
Oh my god! Can we just cancel Jared Leto for being a goddamn?
We already did, baby.
Yeah, but now he's in Morbius.
Yeah, but I think, listen, Morbius, he's not going to hurt anybody. He's just going to drink the plasma out of some animal.
Fucking method actors are losers.
Jared Leto's a loser. Don't drag other people in with Jared Leto's bullshit.
Yeah.
Jared Leto would have been a loser even if he never acted in a film.
If he just stayed as the 30 Seconds to Mars guy?
Yeah.
Do you think was Jared Leto's first role in Fight Club?
I think so. Every time I hear about 30 Seconds to Mars, I go, oh, it's worse My Chemical Romance.
God, what fucking joke was
My
it?
Chemical Romance, but bad.
There was some joke from some TV show or whatever, but the character goes like, yeah, it only takes 30 seconds to Mars. And they're like, that is not a scientific band. Oh, God.
If you're Jared Leto and you listen to the show, I need to reiterate what we said in episode 1 of this show. Fuck off.
Man, I don't know why Google Chrome, because they recommend you like.
Yeah. Oh, I was saying about Margot Robbie. Do you know that she's just incredible?
Yeah, she is. I know.
She just dedicates herself to things.
She's sick. She's awesome.
Did you know that when her and Will Smith were doing that movie about pickpockets, that she learned how to pickpocket?
Yeah, and she was like really fucking good at it.
Yeah, she would do it so fast that the cameraman would be like, "You didn't do it right."
Yeah, I actually saw that in her Hot Ones interview.
Yeah,
that she had to do it slower
so that the camera would catch it.
Yeah, but then she's like, "But then you're not doing it right."
Yeah,
if you see someone do a pickpocket in a movie, it's not being done correctly.
Yeah, but she's like. She was like pickpocketing the teacher for it and he wasn't even noticing. Like she picked it up so fast. Same with I, Tonya. She was skating. She didn't do like the actual thing that was practically impossible to do. But like a lot of that skating is her. Like she learned how to figure skate for that movie.
Figure skating is fucking cool.
It is cool.
It's just the music they choose sucks.
And that's why Tonya Harding was cool.
Why did she choose not?
She was playing like American rock songs.
Was Tonya Harding, wasn't her thing where it's like she didn't have to do all that shit?
She was
was she the one who got her husband to break the knee, or was she the one who got her knees broken?
No, she was the one who got, according to the film.
Okay.
According to Tonya Harding's side of the story, she said that it was essentially a plan put together by the husband and this other friend, and they had these connections, and that it was basically done behind her back, but then she was told after the fact. Then she didn't go straight to the cops, but then the cops sort of investigated, and then, she got banned.
Okay.
So that's her side of the story. His side of the story is she knew, but she wasn't fully in on it, like all the way. She didn't know the exact plan or whatever. And then after it happened,
she probably made some offhanded comment about being like, "Oh man, I wish she just like couldn't compete. Then I'd definitely win." And then her husband's like, "I got you. Break her fucking knees."
Yeah, you got to watch that movie. It's a good movie.
Do I already know how it ends?
You don't know how it ends because what happens it goes after that. Like it tells more story after that.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. Also.
Oh shit!
And you know who plays her husband? Sebastian Stan.
Hot man.
He's great. He's not hot in this movie.
Did I tell you about the thing I did at my fucking sister's wedding?
Got really, really, really drunk.
Yes,
and then needed me to drive you home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
You know that movie's been made like 8 times.
Yep.
And it's all the same shit.
Every 20 years it gets remade, yeah.
I think it's less than that actually, but
I think the last time it was done was the 90s.
Yeah, but then before that I think it was the 80s.
Oh.
So anyways, I was telling the table I'm sitting with my siblings. Well,
yeah.
Not 2 of them because it was my sister's wedding and my other sister was the maid of honor. So I'm sitting with my brother, his wife, my sister's boyfriend, and our real estate agent and her husband.
Okay.
And they were talking about A Star Is Born, and then we just started talking about if Lady Gaga had kids or not. I'm like, they're Bradley Coopers. And they're like, isn't he married? He's like, not anymore. But so, we were just talking about it, and my sister-in-law was like, oh yeah, I haven't seen it. I really want to. And she hadn't seen the original versions. So I was telling the story about how my mom has seen the original and like the remakes and shit. So when this movie was announced, the people at her work were talking about like, oh fuck, I really want to see it. And she's like, A Star Is Born. Fucking heavy spoilers for A Star Is Born. Isn't that the movie where the male lead kills himself at the end? And I was retelling the story of how everyone turned around after she said that and like, why the fuck would you spoil that for us? And I'm telling the story, and I hear like a fork drop on the plate, and I look over at my sister-in-law, and she's like fucking glaring at me, and I realized, oh no, I just did that. I did the story.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't seen the movie either, the new one or any of the old ones.
But you just don't care about the.
Well, I don't care about spoilers because I don't know how it gets there.
Yeah, you got to see how Bradley Cooper goes down this like trail of being like
Also, I might watch the Barbra Streisand one.
Yeah. I don't know. Lady Gaga's a good performer.
Yeah, but so is fucking Barbra Streisand.
All right. Who's the dude in that one, though?
I don't know. I think it might be Jeff Bridges.
What did Bradley Cooper do before The Hangover?
What didn't he do? I'll tell you what. We're going to cancel Bradley Cooper.
Nah, man. He, like, popped off after The Hangover. And he immediately went and did, like, real movies. Not fucking Todd Phillips, let's make fun of an Asian small dick movies.
Yeah. Let me just take a gander at his IMDb.
Oh, I was about to do the same. IMDb Bizzle.
Because I think he did. I remember him doing some stuff that was like kind of weird before, and I was like, oh, I don't. Do you know that Bradley Cooper looks like an evil man when he has no beard?
Really?
Yeah.
I just saw his page on Wikipedia. Yes, he does.
Right? He just looks evil.
He looks like...
He needs to grow a beard. Also, Wet Hot American Summer was 2001. That was his first role, his first big role.
Oh, fuck
He's one of the gay guys.
I forgot.
He's great.
They're not well. Black. You don't know that they're... Do they? I don't think they show
get married.
No, but not in that movie.
Yeah, they do. They get married in that movie. Their wedding is the... Do you remember? It's like, Brian's a... and slur.
Are you sure?
But then it becomes it's subverted because then they're like very like pro him.
No, because he was dating Amy Poehler's character?
No, he was pretending to date Amy Poehler's. No, they're siblings or something. But then he ends up together.
They were dating.
But then he ends up together with Michael Ian Black's character, and then they get married, and then they're still married in the sequel series.
I gotta rewatch that series.
Yeah,
that's a good. Also, but they replaced him because they couldn't get.
Well, that was in the prequel series where he's in it for like he only had one day that he could do it, and then like every other episode.
I actually didn't watch. I didn't like it. I don't think it's very good.
I liked it. I liked the prequel one. The sequel one wasn't as good, but the prequel one I liked a lot. Michael Cera was in it. Remember?
No, I don't.
Oh, anyway, but yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the party on Friday too. Oh yeah, I heard DJ Ski Mask's gonna be playing. I am DJ Ski Mask.
Well, his first role was in 1999 on Sex and the City.
He played a bit character, but I mean the first thing that anybody would care about. And then he was in Wedding Crashers. And then he was in a bunch of episodes of some shows I don't give a shit about. And he was in Failure to Launch. He was in Alias. He was in Yes Man.
Oh, he was on Alias for a long time.
Yeah. He was in that terrible Midnight Meat Train movie. That movie's got the most ridiculous gore. Mm-hmm. And then you got Hangover 2009.
Inaccurate gore?
Oh, yeah. It's like somebody gets hit on the back of their head and the eyeballs come out. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
It's like cartoony as fuck.
Fuck.
He was in that terrible movie Case 39 that only came out after Hangover succeeded because that movie was filmed like 3 years prior.
Oh, okay. So they were like,
they were just holding on to it.
Well, we got to hope someone in this movie pops off, and it was Bradley Cooper.
Yep. He was in the remake of The A-Team, which I saw, and it was just okay. He was in that Limitless movie, which is better than you'd expect, but worse than you'd want. Place Beyond the Pines. Silver Linings Playbook is a great fucking movie.
Fuck Place Beyond the Pines. God
Everybody
damn.
else says it's a good movie.
I think hate you might the last third of the movie.
Do you just not like Dane DeHaan?
I don't know.
I love Dane
I don't
DeHaan.
know who that is.
I like Dane
Is
DeHaan.
that his son or is it?
It's one of them.
Or is it Gosling's son?
It's one of them. I don't know.
I'm gonna fucking look at it. I just really don't like the last 30 minutes of the
Dane
movie.
DeHaan's the guy from Chronicle.
I don't know that one either.
You don't know Chronicle?
No.
I'll make you watch Chronicle. Chronicle's a good
You
movie.
can't make me watch shit.
He was in Silver Linings Playbook, which is great.
That's a fucking great movie.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, you know what I did watch?
What?
Hunters.
Oh, fuck. I
Yeah.
did too. I didn't
watched
finish
the first episode.
I watched the first 4.
Because it was a Discord thing once again.
Dude, that show's so good.
Yeah, we were fucking Gavin was just looking for things to watch, and I was like, Ian, you want to watch Hunters? And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, it's a new TV show on Amazon about how Jews are the worst.
That's not what it's about.
No, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
It's about how Jews are all murderers. They kill these perfectly fine men who just think that
They're old.
that a bunch of people should die.
No, yeah, it's about Nazi hunters in the 70s. It's a great show.
It's fucking so cool.
It's funny, but it's not like its tone isn't so stylized that the horrible shit isn't portrayed as horrible, which is the tone thing you want to watch when you're doing Nazi stuff.
You know what I fucking said though at the end?
What?
I was like, man, is this just Kingsman with Jewish people?
Oh, I was saying it was just Star Wars. That's why they go see Star Wars at the beginning.
Also just Star Wars.
Yeah, Kingsman is also just Star Wars.
Yeah.
That is
because he gets arrested, he goes to prison, and he calls an older man who was friends with someone and his family that he has never met, but they have known about him forever.
Yeah.
And he goes and he releases him. He goes to his giant house.
But literally the first episode of the show has them go see Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's pretty clear that it's drawing that.
But then also it was weird him going on the rant about how Darth Vader doesn't think he's a bad guy.
Well, because he's saying
what he's doing is right.
That's how all people think. That's how he's saying. It's he's going out into the world doing this horrible shit because he thinks he's the hero.
Yeah, but I bet Hitler did that.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I like that. What was his buddy's names?
Oh, Cheeks and Booty Hole.
Yeah, Booty Hole.
I can't believe that show makes you give a shit about a character named Booty Hole.
I don't know.
You have to start giving a shit about him later.
No, okay, they'll later. I've only seen the first episode, but
it's ridiculous.
That fucking line when they pull up to the jock's house to sell weed,
yeah,
and he goes what happened? The circle jerk he went on too long. He's like, no, we were thinking about your face, and none of us could come.
That's such a good line.
It was so good.
Yeah,
man, fuck those dudes though.
Yeah,
I kind of I'm sitting there going I hope one of them is a Nazi
so that they can die.
So that they could fucking die. That dude who kills his whole family after the chick from Poland figures it out.
Yeah,
that was fucking hardcore.
Yeah,
but then also he left the kids. I realized that he was only there for one more night, but he left just a bunch of corpses out front.
He left them all there because the guy shows up to clean up and called the guy right after.
Also, maybe not in the 1970s, but I feel like if you got shot, the people who would tend to your wound because you've been shot, they would know it's these corpses have been here for a full day and this man has a fresh wound. He gets shot so the cops can show up and think that it was a home invasion gone wrong, and they'd blame it on a black dude or something.
Yeah,
but he gets those corpses have been lying in his backyard.
It's not a whole day. It's a couple hours. It's still the same. Yeah, it's still the same time.
It felt like he went to bed and then got up the next day.
Because he was still in the same chair.
No, he went and took a bath in his house and shit. Or wait, you know what? The cleaner and the guy and the guy who gets shot, they look remarkably similar. So it might have been those scenes of him taking a bath.
Yeah, he didn't take a bath. You're thinking of the cleaner getting ready and then he shows up at the guy's house.
Yeah, exactly. I thought the cleaner in those scenes of him getting ready was the dude who killed his family. And I thought he goes and does all the shit and then goes sit back down outside. So okay, fine.
No, he just calls the guy to clean up, and then I think maybe it's a couple hours later and he gets a shot.
Yeah.
And,
That's a hardcore way that fucking old Nazi died.
So fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's... Whew.
But then I was also looking... I get it that it's plate glass. The shit when she's trying to break out.
Yeah.
It's just one small piece of metal holding it. I feel like with her entire body weight and how she was
in the shower, you mean?
She probably could have broken the door.
Yeah. I mean, it's a show.
I know. It's just one of those things. Like I feel like if they had like it up there,
she was old.
But just throwing your entire weight at something.
Yeah, it depends. Some of those shower doors are pretty thick.
Yeah, I just think.
Yeah.
She could have broken it off at some point. If they put one at the top and one at the bottom, sure. But it's just the one at the top and it shakes.
Yeah.
I've had those. I've had showers like that. You can definitely break those doors pretty easily.
Yeah. But Logan Lerman and Al Pacino are both great. I really like Josh Radnor. He's one of the. I guess you haven't met the team yet. He's one of the team. He's a failed actor. He was like, I'm the Jewish Robert Redford.
At the end of the episode, he fucking
meets the whole team.
He meets the team where there's like and it shows that they were there the whole time.
Yeah.
Also, that was a fucking good ass line when like the lady's like, it's for immediate family only, and he just goes on about how he is the most immediate family she has, and she can fuck right off. I was like, that's so good.
Yeah. Okay. So Josh Radnor is the guy who's like, when he walks past him and then when it shows the flashback that they were there, when he's running past the street and he walks past the guy, it's Josh Radnor, and then one of the characters in the scene goes, "Hey, is it?" and then says the guy's name because he's like this like sort of.
He was in a movie.
He was an actor.
Never took off.
Yeah,
because he's Jewish.
Yeah. Like his character is funny. He's sort of the comic relief.
Well, yeah,
he bills himself as the master of disguise because he's such a great actor.
He's Clayface.
Yeah, he's Clayface.
Oh man. Well, Josh, in terms of like a career, Josh Radnor kind of popped off in the fact that he was in How I Met Your Mother for 9 years.
Yeah.
So he was probably fine, but everyone else from How I Met Your Mother has done
way better. Yeah.
Like Jason Segel.
I don't think. Well, what's he done since actually?
Since How I Met Your Mother, a couple movies, but like he did a lot more movies during.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking it up now.
Jason Segel.
Well, Jason Segel was also on Freaks and Geeks, so he was like.
Yeah, he had a career before.
Teen actor.
Neil Patrick Harris. I don't think he's done a ton since How I Met Your Mother ended. Oh wait, fuck. Series of Unfortunate Events. Never mind. He did. Yeah, that's great. He's great in that. He's so good in that. I forgot he was in it.
Yeah, because
he's just Count Olaf.
But who's better,
him,
him or Jim Carrey?
He is.
But Jim Carrey is Eggman.
But Jim Carrey sucks. He doesn't believe in vaccines.
Oh, you got me.
And he hit on Emma Stone that one time.
That was weird. He's been working consistently. Well, Jason Segel.
Yeah,
he's been working. Nothing I really know, but I'm sure he has a fuckload of money because of Freaks and Geeks and. He worked a lot more during
How I Met Your Mother.
And I Love You, Man. I like that movie.
Yeah.
That's a fun movie.
Yeah, Kobe Smulders, I think, came off of that like with the biggest career.
Because she fell into the Marvel movies.
But also other shit. Like, she's got that TV show now, Stumptown. She plays a bisexual detective.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Based on a comic book.
Oh, Kobe Smulders' first name is Jacoba.
Jacoba?
Jacoba Francisca Maria Kobe Smulders.
Jesus.
Like Kobe's the nickname.
Yeah.
That's a fun nickname.
Yeah.
Kobe's she got married to Taron Killam. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Good job, Taron Killam.
Yeah.
I wish SNL was better.
I wish SNL was good.
Oh, that's funny. Taron Killam's a fucking comedian born on April 1st.
Haha.
Their birthdays are 2 days apart.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice.
That must be annoying.
They just go out on the 2nd.
It's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. What else you do this week?
Oh, yeah. Well, Hunters is great. I've been playing a lot of Devil May Cry 3 for Switch.
Yeah?
Yeah, I almost beat it. I'm like 15 missions in.
Out of 20.
Out of 20,
19.
I think. Or 19, something like that. It's good. It's a good game. You should play it. It's only $20, maybe.
I already own it. Not the special edition.
Get the Switch edition.
No.
Get the freestyle mode.
That's money.
It's $24.
It's money.
So it's not tons of money.
I have
cheap for a good
Animal
game.
Crossing to fucking get.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that.
Yeah. I just bought Resident Evil 3.
Oh, shit. Yeah, me too.
I don't think I'm going to get Doom Eternal.
I'm not. I didn't play 2016.
I've played a bit of it. I don't really like the mission setup.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, the game's fun, but I feel like I have to get, like, finishing kills on every single enemy. Like, I'm doing melees.
The comparison that I remember people saying is game design. Doom has really good game design, but the level design's not great.
Yeah.
But like
the combat,
Titanfall has more traditional. Titanfall 2 has more traditional game design, but its level design's so fucking good. It highlights it. Mm-hmm. Did you play Titanfall 2?
No, I did not.
You should. It's like very frequently like $2 and shit.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the fucking the PS Plus games for March?
Yeah, it's Shadow of the Colossus and
the important one, Sonic Forces.
Oh, that game's not bad. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I'll fucking beat. I'll make my Joker OC and beat the game in 3 hours.
It's not a bad game. It's just short.
Yeah, I actually watched my buddy fucking 100% that game. I don't know why he kept playing.
It's cool. It's not a bad game, and it's short.
I don't know. There hasn't been a good 3D Sonic game since, in my opinion, Adventure 2. Nah, I don't like Generations.
You don't like Generations?
Generations forces you to play the same maps over and over again.
Yeah, but it's a good game. It's got some great music.
That City Escape remix is a banger.
It bangs.
Yeah. It bangs. It's currently fucking.
City Escape remix has been fucking since 2012. Non-stop.
I don't even know, man. Sonic's fucking bad.
Sonic's cool.
Sonic has more bad games than good games.
Yeah, but so does most game series.
Hit me with one.
Mass Effect.
No. There's 4 Mass Effect games.
Yeah, and 2 of them are bad.
And 2 of them are good. So that's not more than being bad.
Hold on. Was there a spinoff?
No. It's Mass Effect 1, 2, 3, Andromeda. And also, 3's not that bad.
Okay, fine.
The gameplay of 3, it's
Gears of War.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all good games.
I thought 4 was shit.
It's okay.
I thought 5 was okay.
No, I like 5. I think 5 is fun.
I thought 3 was bad.
No, 3's good.
Judgment's bad, though.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. And then there is the Funko Pop one.
Yeah, and Gears Tactics.
I don't know about Tactics, but it's an RTS, and that means I don't like it. So yeah, I guess. I think Gears falls into the...
Halo.
No.
More bad games than good games.
No.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, Reach, ODST. That's 5 good.
Yeah. And then 4 and 5. And then 6.
6 isn't out yet, so we
yeah.
don't know.
Well,
it looks like they're just ripping off Destiny, though.
Yeah, I mean,
which is not going to be good.
I can make the call. 6 is a bad game. And then there's Halo Tactics 1 and 2.
Halo Wars is the name. And no, they're actually good games, if you like those games.
Okay, what about,
It's like Halo Legends or something. No, there's like
anime.
Spartan Knight or some shit.
Oh, yeah, that's the weird PC one.
It's like a PC
The Master Chief
game.
Collection's bad.
No, it's fine.
Everybody said it was bad.
And now it's fixed.
Oh, okay.
It came out bad.
Oh, okay.
And also, Master Chief Collection is just a collection of...
Also, ODST is not that good.
You're wrong.
It's the only one I played.
ODST is good.
You know what? I played Reach too. Both those games not very good.
You're wrong about both of them.
I think you're wrong.
Okay, you're wrong. Halo Reach.
You know what? I played a little bit of 3 and 2, and I like those, but I don't like ODST or
3
Reach.
is the best one by far.
2 is better.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was more fun.
Nathan, you're talking as a person who barely played them.
I went to people's houses and played them.
That's not.
And then I owned ODST and Reach, and they're both not that good. I didn't even beat them in the first-person shooters. They should be so easy to beat.
So you're saying they were hard, and that's why they're bad?
No. Like, I mean, like, I couldn't slog through it. I was like, this game's fucking boring.
I don't even call it a slog.
Like, it's just, no, like, not difficulty. I mean, the game's fucking boring.
I disagree.
Well, I found it really boring.
Okay, but then that's your opinion.
For both games.
I'm talking about...
And then 4-5.
I'm saying
so
objectively,
more than half.
These are all good games.
I don't think objectively they are.
Yes, they are. People who like those games and people who don't like them, other than you, are like... Yeah,
what about for Halo 1? Halo 1's not that good.
Halo 1 hasn't aged well, but when it came out, it was good.
All right. What about Red versus Blue? That game's not good.
That's not a game. And also, you're wrong. Red versus Blue up to like season 7 is good. The fact that they never ended or switched...
Fine. What other game series have more bad games than good games?
Saints Row.
Hold on. Let me consider it. Does Agents of Mayhem count?
Actually, even with Agents of Mayhem, I'm going to take that back. Because 2's good. 2's the best.
2's great.
3's good.
3's bad. 4's good.
Fine. If you want to say 3's bad, I think 3
one's
is fine.
bad, 3's mediocre.
1 is bad because it actually feels like a GTA clone.
Yeah, 1 is bad, 3's mediocre.
4 is fun.
4 is good. Agents of Mayhem
4
sucks.
is good except for when they take you out of the simulation.
Yeah. Agents of Mayhem sucks, so that's 3 bad, 2 good.
Yeah. Agents of Mayhem is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's make a hero shooter. Okay, is it co-op? No.
Is it good?
Why?
No.
Why is it not at least a 3-person co-op? Why would you make a fucking hero shooter
also
and make it so that you could only play by yourself and switch between 3 bad characters?
Also, why take a game that's cool because you're a gangster and make you cops?
Yeah. And it's the alternate Would you consider Gat Out of Hell to be its own game?
It's
because it's just an expansion to 4.
I'd say it's a standalone expansion. Is Infamous First Light its own game?
There's a lot of other content with Infamous First Light. Like there's that whole like training dungeon shit where you do like a time attack stuff.
Fine.
Shit.
Is Infamous Festival of Blood its own game?
I don't know that
answer,
one.
I would say maybe.
You know, yeah, I think it's its own game. I think if there's a new world and new abilities,
it's not really a new world.
It's like stolen assets that they painted red.
They still did that from 3 to 4. That's the worst thing.
Well,
about 4.
Also the same thing with 4. 4 was supposed to be
a DLC,
which
it was called Enter the Dominatrix. Do you get that? It's a reference to a video game from 2004.
Enter the Dominatrix. What reference is that?
Enter the Matrix.
Oh, okay. Is the Dominatrix one? That was an actual Saints Row 3 DLC as well.
That was what 4 was supposed to be.
Okay, and then they fucking cut it down and made it bad. Released the bad version of Enter the Dominatrix and released the fun version as a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Saints Row 3 has like the worst DLCs.
Saints Row 3, I just think, is such a step backwards in almost every way.
It's like Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2.
No, Borderlands 2 is a improvement in almost every way.
And I think the writing in Borderlands 2 is annoying. Other than Handsome Jack, every character that speaks, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
That actually, I fucking hate Ashley Birch in that game.
Really?
Oh, Borderlands 3 is coming out soon.
What? It's already out.
Oh, no, it's not, because it's on the Epic Game Store.
Fuck you.
Here's the fun thing,
Don't buy it.
No, I think I might, but not on Steam. Because I think the game's going to go on sale in the Epic Game Store the day it comes out on Steam. And there's
how about this? Don't buy it.
But Nathan,
it's bad.
So
it's not a good game. And Gearbox are pieces of shit. Like how? Okay, this is the most frustrating thing. Every single fucking controversy about that game that we heard over the course of an entire year, like how Randy Pitchford's a piece of shit.
Man.
Like there was a million controversies with the game and with the man. How about don't give them your money? Borderlands not a good enough game to deserve it despite all those problems.
Maybe I just want to fucking play the game.
Then how about play a good game?
No, I want to play Borderlands.
Just play Destiny. They're the same game.
No, they actually are not. Destiny, I get a good weapon and I get to keep it. Borderlands, I get a good weapon and a level later it's fucking garbage.
I don't know. There's better games than Borderlands.
Yeah, in your opinion, but they also don't do the same thing that Borderlands does.
I don't know, man. If you can't boycott Borderlands, like, what can you?
I don't care anymore because it's the first week sales numbers that matter. That's the thing about it. Steam, the game releasing on Steam now, who fucking cares?
I guess. But
Randy Pitchford isn't going to get a fucking bonus for based off of how it sells on Steam.
No,
and if I go to the Epic Game Store and I get it at fucking 60% off so that they can steal like shit from Steam, fuck yeah.
That's fair, but I don't know.
I didn't buy it when it came out, and the first week numbers is what matters.
I still wouldn't have bought it at all if it were me.
That's fine.
And I like Borderlands 2. I think Borderlands 2 is a good game.
There's the characters of Borderlands 2.
I don't mind the writing. I know it's obnoxious.
Apparently, it's real bad in 3, and I kind of want to see the fucking dungeon
3.
fire. I'd be trash fire.
You were thinking of dumpster fire.
Dumpster, yeah. But I thought of the dungeon and Dungeons and Dragons. I never got to play that DLC because it came out too late. And now I tried to go back and play with some people.
Yeah.
And they were just like, "Oh, we know how to do it all," and also we're with our overpowered characters. And I'm like, "All right, this sucks now."
Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't played a first-person shooter in a while.
Yeah, because you don't play mouse and keyboard.
That's not why.
That's fine. Okay, mouse and keyboard. If I never started playing like on PC, I probably wouldn't play first-person shooters anymore because they're genuinely frustrating to play.
I don't find them frustrating to play on a controller. I just don't like first-person shooters that much. They have to blow me away a bit. You know?
No.
No? You don't? Sorry.
No, because I like games. Games are my number one media that I consume. So if a game is just fun to play, then it's fine. It doesn't have to blow me away. It doesn't need to break new ground.
See, I want.
It doesn't need to be a game about chugging Monster Energy drinks, making piss and shit bombs, and throwing them at ghosts while you truck across destroyed America.
But that's cool.
It's cool.
To be fair, I didn't beat that game.
Apparently,
it's very long. From
what I've heard, the way I've gauged that game is the first 3 hours of that game is not fun.
I disagree.
I'm just telling you from what I've heard,
burn.
Not from you. A slow burn. The first 3 hours isn't good, and then the rest of it, just
because the first 3 hours isn't as good as like the middle 20 or whatever, doesn't mean it's bad.
No, I was getting like a fucking 6 satisfaction because I never wanted to play that game ever. Death Stranding, I don't think.
Death Stranding,
but like
it's good.
And then there was maybe I might, maybe I'll borrow it from you.
You can't.
Why?
I have it digitally.
Oh,
Chris, I sold the physical copy to Chris.
Then I'll borrow it from Chris.
But yeah, no.
Unless
I like
Chris
the game.
Did his normal shit of going to GameStop.
I got to a point in that game. No, he hasn't played that game enough to trade it in, I think. But
be surprised with Chris.
I got to a point in the game where I was just like, I'm like content with what I've seen. Like, it's a great game. I think it's really good. But I got to this point where I was just like, yeah, no, I'm happy with where I am.
Okay. So you're just like, I don't need to see how the story ends.
Yeah, it's good. I'd love to see how the story ends, but it's just like I got what I wanted out of it, out of the gameplay at least. Like the delivering stuff is fun, and seeing how it evolves every over time.
Yeah, walking
is cool.
and randomly tripping's cool.
It's not random.
I'm just gonna call it random.
It's not random. Anybody who complains about it like that is stupid. I watched that donkey video and it's like so frustrating. He's just trying to climb a fucking vertical mountain, just jumping and running, and he's like, "Oh, he's tripping," and it's like, "Yeah, you fucking tripped over a rock."
When you have that giant fucking pack on?
Of course.
Damn, Sam Bridges out there.
You get upgradable exoskeletons and shit.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, you keep getting sick upgrades.
That actually straight up and fucking infuriates me. When I see someone play a game, I don't like this game, but when I see someone play a game that I like and they just go straight ahead, doing nothing.
Well, it's so fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, you're trying to jump up a mountain. You're carrying a fucking heavy backpack. You filled it up way too much because you just aren't paying attention to how the game's telling you.
We can't break every fucking game like Skyrim.
Well, it's not even that. It's like this is a game that's meant to be like you're supposed to enjoy that journey. Like straight up, you're supposed to enjoy the walking from place to place.
Find a safe way to do it, or build something so you can do it.
Yeah,
get a fucking zipline, get a ladder. So I love seeing people they put ladders down and they're like, now to drive this fucking truck up it.
Yeah.
And they just immediately crash.
It's fun to do that. But then there's also it's enjoyable to just try to solve problems.
I've been watching the Team 4-Star guys play through Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Oh yeah.
And they just keep claiming there's this fucking attack where they just shoot out a bunch of ki blasts.
Yeah.
And they're just like, that's the best one in the game. And it's like, no. Actually punching the fucking guy is the best move in the game. And now they're at the point where there's enemy, like Dr. Gero and Cell and shit.
Yeah.
Where they can absorb energy blast coming at them. It's like, stop fucking doing it. And they keep trying it. And then they're like, this is frustrating. It's like, go fucking punch the man. I don't think this game's great. I just like the game.
Yeah.
Just go up and punch the fucking guy. If they're just looking at it going like, well, the one way I've played the game isn't working. So the game is now bad.
Yeah.
It's like you fucking encounter an enemy in Devil May Cry and you're like, I can't, it's not doing well with Rebellion or with Ebony and Ivory. So I guess the game's just bad, but you have a full fucking roster of weapons.
Yeah, there are some annoying characters in Devil May Cry, but...
Oh, yeah. Watching you fucking fight those birds that every single time you killed one, 2 more came. It's like, this sucks.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that sucks. But then it turns out I was wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you have to shoot them until they turn into a statue.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and that works with any gun, but with a shotgun, it's usually one hit. So it's
you have to shoot them with a certain amount of bullets, but the shotgun has all those bullets hit them at once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's clicking. Now it's fun to fight these characters.
Yeah.
There's these angel guys who are defending with their wings, and these guys can go through walls, and they fucking suck.
I've actually been playing. I was playing a bit of DMC5, and I just did Cavalier Angelo.
Yeah.
And I got the bike. And the bike didn't click for me because I didn't understand how to use it in the PS4 days.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like a hold. You don't just keep mashing through the moves. You hit them and you let it sit.
Yeah.
I didn't like this weapon. I actually thought it was pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and now I'm using it again, and I understand that there's the pause mechanic between it, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is so fucking good. It's great.
It's like a better version of playing through DMC3. Like, I'm finding like a lot of it's similar. The bike's very similar to Agni and Rudra, but it's a lot more fun. Also it's cooler.
If you're playing a game that has multiple ways to approach a situation, and you keep going with the one way that has worked in the past and it's not working anymore,
then you're not playing stylish.
You're playing it wrong. You're not playing it stylish. Yeah, you are not S ranking this quest. You're dismal.
Yeah, you need to be smoking sexy style.
Yeah, and it's fucking. You know what? D little MC. Yeah, the color coded enemies were fucking bad.
Yeah,
but the fact that they got rid of them entirely for the definitive because people couldn't get it just is like, you're fucking dumb.
Well, no, okay. Here's they didn't get rid of them entirely.
It's
what
just
they did is they made it that you can use neutral attacks on them.
Yeah.
Which I think is necessary because all the ones that were light colors, you need to use the weapon that takes 1,000,000 hits to kill somebody, and that just fucking sucks. It's just not fun.
Well, I liked it more once you got like like those throwing ones. Because I would switch to it real quick, throw them out. It was kind of like taking Rebellion and normal Devil May Cry, whipping it at them so that it spun at them, and then switching to like fist weapons or something. Yeah.
I don't know. I still think I'm fine with them being not resisting to the red weapons. It's just resisting neutral weapons is frustrating because it's like I have to use the weak shit.
Yeah.
Like again, like there is good game design in there. It's just like it needed tweaks. We needed to get rid of that fucking fedora. That
was the biggest tweak.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
We needed to put that game in 60 FPS because it's fucking ridiculous. It's the only Devil May Cry game since the first one to be in 30. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a DMC game. You need to have more frames. That's just how the game works.
You know who needs this mindset about tackling things from a different angle and not doing just the same shit you've always done? Kiryu Kazuma in Yakuza 6, you fucking idiot. I don't want to get in. I don't want to get into it because I'm not that far. But that is the dumbest decision this man has ever made.
What, going to jail or solving his problems the same way as he always has?
Going to jail.
Okay.
Going to jail.
Have you met Beat Takeshi yet?
No, I haven't.
Takeshi Kitano.
That's his kid's dad, right?
Huh? No. Takeshi Kitano is an old man.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a famous actor. I don't know what his character's name is.
Takeshi sounds like he's like, fuck yeah, I'm young.
I don't know what his character name is. I just know it's Beat Takeshi, famous Japanese actor.
Well, no, but director. I mean like a guy named Beat Takeshi. Kind of sounds like a young dude name.
Well, he was a young
That's
dude.
My street name. It sounds like...
He directed a lot of very famous Yakuza movies, and he was in like... Okay. He's an actor and director. He's famous.
All right.
He was in the Ghost in the Shell remake.
Like the
new one.
The
live action
one. Renowned Asian actress Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. They were like, oh, we need one Asian guy.
Let's get the most famous.
Scarjo under fire for new blackface character.
Have you ever seen the thing? Who the fuck was it? Tilda Swinton was supposed to play Harriet Tubman or something.
That's not real.
It was real. And then there was a perfect 30 Rock clip for it where at one point Alec Baldwin's character Jack Donaghy shows up in Tracy Morgan's mind as a black character, not in blackface, but he looks like he's wearing like the old, stereotypical old black woman outfit.
Oh.
And he goes like, Tracy, it's me, Harriet Tubman. And he says it in his normal voice.
It's Cynthia Erivo in that Harriet movie, though.
What?
The new Harriet Tubman movie. Yeah, it's Cynthia Erivo. She's great. I haven't seen the movie, but she's great in Bad Times at the El Royale. Did you watch that one?
No, you know I don't watch movies.
Every time I ask you, there's a sliver of hope that maybe you've seen this one.
Movies is like a mood I have to get into.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it doesn't come up enough.
See, I'm trying to train myself to I've been training myself to watch more movies at home and alone because I used to never, and I love movies, so it's like frustrating.
Want to know the dumbass move I just did?
What?
I was trying to look up Tilda Swinton, Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
And I just wrote Tilda Swinton, Tilda Swinton.
I love Tilda Swinton. I'm pro Tilda Swinton.
I'm not anti Tilda Swinton.
I'm very pro. I think she's great.
You know, it was some white actress. I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't Tilda Swinton.
It wasn't Tilda
I feel
Swinton,
like Tilda Swinton's a weird choice, too.
It was a white actress that was also a weird choice.
Oh, okay.
Like...
Because I like that Tilda Swinton's just a weird person that does weird shit.
Yeah, she looks weird as well.
Yeah. I like weird people. She was in the
Doctor
two
Strange.
American... Yeah, she was in Doctor Strange. But she was in the two American Bong Joon-ho movies. I think she was in both Okja and Snowpiercer.
Also 2 movies I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to watch Parasite? Not today.
I don't know, man. There's just subtitles. Now I'm going to go watch more episodes of One Piece.
Sick.
Kidding. I don't watch One Piece. I just read it.
I watched Knives Out again because I got it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's out on Blu-ray. It's a very good movie. I made my mom and aunt watch it, and they liked it.
Nice. Still haven't seen it.
It's so good. I'll make you watch that too.
Maybe I should just I used to watch more movies when we hung out.
Yeah, we should. Hey, man, I'm always down to have people over and watch movies.
Hey, man, just gotta go to sleep at like 9 o'clock every day.
That sucks.
It sucks. Sometimes I wake up to phone calls saying you don't come into work, and then I get back on Discord. I actually got free money this week because of that.
Nice. I'd love to get a phone call that says don't come into work.
So what? You just stay upstairs? You don't come to your fucking
don't come downstairs?
Yeah, just don't come downstairs today from the weird coworker, and you're like,
who is this?
I have schizophrenia.
Man, one thing I'd love to do is like pivot this into a thing big enough that we could have like a separate building to do this, like a little office space.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
Actually, you know what's dumb? I'm gonna talk about YouTubers real quick.
Sure.
YouTubers, one, why the fuck you always gotta move to LA?
Well, it's warm, and that's where entertainment people are.
But if you're not going to interact with the entertainment people...
They all want to.
But they're not going to.
Yeah.
There is like some people where it's like, of course you would move to LA. Like the fucking FaZe Clan guys. It's like, no, you're just a bunch of hype beasts. You gotta be there.
Mm-hmm.
There's this group of dudes called, they're called Lunch Club.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of seemingly antisocial dudes. Like they don't really... They don't look like the kind of guys to party. And it looks like they're just going to sit there in like a 10-bedroom house that's way too fucking expensive in the middle of LA or up in the hills or whatever.
Team 10, baby.
Yeah, okay. Team 10 is like also they're trying to be like more famous. They're not trying to be YouTube famous. They're trying to go back into traditional media, but they're all hacks and they suck at what they do. They're just hot and they had semi good ideas. Like,
well, they did.
Logan Paul had one of my favorite vines ever.
Yeah.
It was him like slipping on a banana peel and he like did a full backflip and he goes like, whoa, that was close. And then he walks forward and just falls into a garbage can. But
that
like,
is a good one.
In 6 seconds, that's fucking hilarious. And it was filmed by him. It wasn't like a full thing. Like, it was low key.
It was a
fun joke.
He was in the Gamergate Law and Order SVU episode. He was a gamer.
Yeah. And now he's just like, he just
tries. He had his Disney Channel show.
Yeah. He just tries to sell shit to
Jake
kids.
Paul? Yeah, Jake Paul had the Disney
brothers.
Channel
They'll
show.
probably show up.
They're the same person. You can't prove that the Paul brothers aren't the same person.
I can, because Jake Paul looks a lot better than Logan Paul.
No, they're the same. It's a wig. That's the only difference.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah. Just like the Property Brothers are actually the same person.
And their third My Chemical Romance looking brother.
No, they're the same. No, all three.
Oh, sorry. Don't even say all three, because those two are twins. Well, Logan Paul and Jake Paul aren't twins.
No, they're not.
They just look the same.
They're like 3 year difference. But Logan Paul's our age. Jake Paul is like 3 years younger than us.
Jake Paul is just so fucking...
Somebody that, I'm not going to name names, but somebody that we're acquainted with stayed at the Team 10 house. Do you know this?
No, who?
Somebody who's friends with Chris and George and Emily.
Was it Emma?
I'm not going to, no. We're not going to name names, but yeah, somebody stayed there.
Okay, here, why don't you just, I'll just be silent and you can say it and I'll react.
I don't know if you met this person.
But then you can cut it out. Then why even bring it up?
I don't know, because I'm just trying to cash in on the clout.
Wait, Was it that
girl?
Was it the girl?
Yes.
Who was there?
Yes.
When Chris got hit in the face?
Yes.
Wow. There she is, that kind of bitch.
Oh fuck, dude.
She seemed nice when I met
cool.
her, but knowing the background of what happened in Niagara Falls, I do not like her.
She's a nice enough person.
Just made bad
that's a
decisions,
terrible
clearly.
decision to have made.
Yeah, to go to the Team 10 house. Odds are she probably fucked someone in that house.
Yeah, but would you not?
One of the dudes? No, I don't think they're that hot.
I mean, I'd fuck Logan Paul for some money.
No, I'd fuck Jake Paul.
If either of them, again, same person, you can't prove that they're not.
He'd have to be in his Jake Paul persona, or else it's a no-go.
There's no evidence that Logan Paul and Jake Paul are different people. Again, there's no evidence that the Property Brothers are not just all filmed on a green screen. And he's just acting against himself.
I mean, I like the Property Brothers.
They're weird.
They're just,
they make country music. Did you know this?
Did they?
Yes,
I like them less now.
They're terrible.
Country music is the worst music.
It is, in fact.
Yeah. If my sister likes country music,
then why is she still living?
Oh, well, she actually just had brain surgery. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So
obviously the reason why she liked country music is because there was something wrong with her brain, and that's why they fixed it.
Well, no. Well, actually, more or less, she more listens to the music I show her now.
Yeah.
Like she'll go get in the shower, get ready to go out, and she'll listen to like fucking like Fiddler or BB No Money, like shit that I play in the car on the way to work. So maybe she just never had good taste. She's just seeing what a
bold of you to assume that you do.
For all I think I do, because I like my music.
Yeah.
I won't flex on other people's taste. Like I don't really fall for like hip hop a lot. I think Chris knows good hip hop, but he also falls into shitty hip hop.
Chris likes rap and stuff a lot, and I just don't care for it.
Yeah.
And I've said this a million times before. It's because, well, everybody had a shitty, like, edgy emo phase in middle school and high school. I had a shitty, edgy rap phase.
Yeah, you were listening to, like, nothing but Tech 9.
And so, I don't know why you keep listing that one.
Because
that's way less embarrassing than what I listened to.
Because it's the only one I can remember.
Tech 9's cool. And I listened to him, like, just after high school.
Sitting in Derek's car all the time, and Derek listened to Tech 9. And
it was Lil Wayne that we listened to a lot of. The only thing I still can listen to that I used to listen to in high school and shit is Childish Gambino, who I got into like before he started putting albums out for money.
Oh, like his just the shit he threw out on the internet.
Like, yeah, I got in during like cul-de-sac times.
I don't know. I've been like slowly kind of removing Gambino songs.
I love Gambino.
I still like him. Like I'll go listen to the albums and shit, but I don't really want it to show up on my shit anymore.
Really?
It's just like. Just break the flow of what I'm listening to. And also they get stuck in my head real easily.
That's fair.
Yeah, like that one where he says the N-word. Oh boy, don't want that in my head. But it's always there.
What?
I don't know.
Which song?
Hot like a parked car.
Bonfire.
Yes. I forget the name, but it's always in my head. I'm like bored at work, just like driving around.
Hot like
but
a
it's
parked
only
car.
that part.
I sound weird like...
With a hard R.
Yeah.
And
fly like the logo on your cousin's 440, eating Oreos like these white girls that blow me.
Vodka for my ladies,
whiskey for a grown man. Love that song, dude. It's good.
Yeah,
I have all three of his studio albums on vinyl because I'm that bitch.
Nice.
But yeah, so I just stopped listening to rap because almost all rap makes me feel embarrassed about myself.
I just get lo-fi punk records on vinyl because that makes sense.
Lo-fi hip-hop to beats to chill, relax, study to.
There used to be something really enjoyable about lo-fi hip-hop. Like right when it started popping off.
Well, you heard the chilled cow thing, right? Did you hear this?
Yeah, it's the longest video on YouTube.
Because it was streaming and then it got taken off.
Yeah.
And so it just like...
It's back now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
thank
then
God.
it's like...
Our Lord and Savior. She took a break from studying.
Yeah.
Now she's back.
Thank God. That girl's going to get an aneurysm.
Yeah. And all of it just becomes so... Like, the first couple of bit you listen to, you're like, yeah, some good shit. But then it gets to like, wow, all these songs are the same. They just take a quote from some romantic movie, or if they want to be real sad, it's a breakup thing.
Yeah.
And then they just play like a simple drum beat and then have like pitter patter of rain in the background. Every song looks like it should just be in one of the establishing shots for fucking
I need more.
No, not what. Either Weathering with You
or Your Name.
Garden of Words.
Or Garden of Words.
Is there a lot of rain in Your Name?
You're right. There's not a lot.
Yeah.
There is a comet.
Yeah. Well, that's how they change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost everyone dies.
Jesus Christ, this universe sucks to live in.
Oh, yeah.
If you live in Tokyo, get fucked.
Oh, no, not Tokyo.
It's just everyone?
Almost everybody does. I mean, like, honestly, you got to watch the movie, but practically...
Yet that old woman...
There's some death. There's some serious death in that film.
The boy's grandmother, she lived so that we could have that connection to your name.
Yep. But I was going to say... nope, you know what? It's gone. It's gone. I love this thing.
How do we even get to country music?
How did we even get to country music?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, I was going to say about rap music. Everybody should listen to Hovey Benjamin. Hovey Benjamin's great.
It's all right.
I love him.
Dick like a brick.
Dick like a brick.
No, everyone should listen to Krispy Kreme. Do you ever listen to Krispy Kreme when you were in middle school?
I don't know who that is.
Man, he's this rapper. He's been a bad rapper like his whole life. That's his thing. But now I rediscovered him because Megan came over one day and we were fucking just watching shit on YouTube. And she was like, "Oh, this guy," and I can't remember. I remember what the name of the song is, but this is not what she was trying to show me. And it's called "Macklemore's Wife is a Cunt." And it's just like a minute and a half of him playing piano and just singing about how he was at LAX and Macklemore and his wife were there and his wife was making a big stink at the fucking gate. And he's like, the hook is just, "Bitch, just shut the fuck up." And then I was looking at him like, that's Froggy Fresh. That's Krispy Kreme.
That's so weird. That's such a weird thing. That's so like fucking petty. Okay, could you imagine you go to an airport, you see a man and his wife arguing, and you were like,
"Oh, no.
I'm going to call that."
It wasn't Macklemore arguing with his wife. It wasn't like a spousal thing. It was, she was being like, "That's my husband, Macklemore. I should be in first class on the plane." Like, man, the plane's not at the gate yet. And she's like, "Hey, don't you fucking talk back to me. Let me on that fucking plane." It's like, it's not here.
I still wouldn't make a song about that. That seems aggressively petty.
I think it's just funny. Oh, and then also in the song, he talks about how he went up to Macklemore and said, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "My name's Krispy Kreme. Do you know who I am?" And Macklemore's like, "No, but nice talking to you." And just like, I think it's just funny. It's just a funny thing to do.
That's fair. Do you know what song's the worst song?
What?
That song Scott Pilgrim ruined a generation of women.
Ramona?
No, huh?
That song in Scott
There's a
Pilgrim.
song called "Scott Pilgrim versus the World Ruined a Whole Generation of Women."
Oh yeah, Manic Pixie Girls.
No, but that's not even.
Know.
It's so dumb.
I've never actually heard the song.
No,
but
it's terrible.
I've heard the title a bunch.
It's frustrating because it's like, it's so judgy.
Yeah.
It's so like, oh, she it's like, it essentially it slut shames women who
oh my god, this woman in her mid-20s.
She wants to fuck who she wants. She likes alt shit. She dyes her hair.
She also has had 7 boyfriends. Crazy.
She's free to be a bitch, and it's like, yeah, you mean she's a human person with agency, and she's allowed to.
She's also like.
It also talks shit on them for liking communism, and I'm like, yeah, socialism good.
Socialism good as long as the people on top aren't evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with communism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. It's just that well, communism they get like is.
It's everybody should own the means of production, where socialism is the workers should own the means of production.
I think it should be the workers on the means of production. Because you're the one. The
I'd
reason why it fucking works is because of the guy at the bottom who's doing the shitty job, not the dude at the top going like, "Time to take a flight across the country to walk into one of the buildings I own for 5 minutes." And then leave.
It's not like that. It's communism would be like, so essentially socialism would be.
Oh no, that's currently what it's like.
Yeah. I'm saying socialism would be like, workers, everybody who works at this factory owns the factory from bottom to the top, right?
They all have stock in the factory.
They all own it.
Yeah.
It's equal. Communism would be, this factory is owned by everybody in the country.
Nah, I still like the workers one.
Yeah, I think socialism's it's easier to get a hold of. Plus, like, you know, then everybody gets things.
And also, like, my fucking place is failing as fuck right now. And, like, everyone turns around and goes, like, it's the management. It's like, no, man, you guys all fucking suck at your jobs. You're all at retirement age. Fucking leave.
Yeah.
Oh, but then all the skilled workers are gone. It's like, I don't care.
But it's like, can you really be called skilled when you're, like, 68 or whatever?
And you can't do the job that a dude who's been doing the job for, like, 2 years in your 20s. Like,
yeah.
I think as soon as you hit retirement age, fucking retire.
Well, that's if
you can afford
you can afford to.
But like, I see that there's all these guys.
I think a lot of old people just like want things to do, and I can say as somebody who works from home, it's really hard when you just don't have anything to do.
Well, like my dad's retired now, well, because he lost his job and then just did early retirement.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he was 58, so which at his place and my place, you can just retire at that age.
Yeah.
So he's good. He's got his pension and shit, and also he got like a big severance because he worked at the same place for 20 years. But like. You just have to find things to do. But then there's dudes who won't do that. Like my dad, he's constantly doing work around the house. He's renovating and shit because that's what he's always done. Yeah. Except now he can focus on it more. His backyard looks fucking great. He built a deck. The most dad thing to do. He built a deck. He's just doing all this shit at his house. There's a golf course nearby. He loves golf. Got a fucking thing. Like, just do things. Retire and then do things you enjoy. I don't think it's going to be a problem in the future. Because a lot more people play video games and probably just keep up with that hobby.
Well, old people will be Twitch streamers.
Yeah, that's the future. Twitch streamers for old people.
Everybody retires and it's like, oh, I need something to do. We're Twitch streaming, baby.
As long as they're funny.
I think what's great is that millennial old people won't have the same issues that current old people do, where current old people are the most likely to catch an STD because they always be fucking. And I think millennials will just replace that with being gamers.
Yeah. I caught gameritis.
The only sexually transmitted disease I have is gaming.
All right, wrap it up.
Let's wrap this bitch up. All right, real quick, I released a new video this week called Perfect Blue and Why We Tell Stories. I would love for you to check it out. It is on youtube.com/N8SComedy. It is not as long as the last one. It's much more focused. I really like it. Go check it out. It's a 27-minute long video essay about why humans tell stories. I researched it, and I edited it, and I wrote it. It's very good. I like it a lot.
It just happens to be centered around the movie Perfect Blue. And Nathan, if you have not seen the movie Perfect Blue, could you still watch this movie?
You could still watch this video. It does not spoil very much. There is light spoilers near the end, but I lightly summarize the movie, and I do not give away the ending.
And the point of the video is why stories are being told.
Yeah, the point of the video is the history of humanity and why we make art and tell stories according to psychology. I did good research.
There you go.
Please check it out. I'd love that. Hit us up on the social medias. I am at The Media Hole on Twitter. I'm at The Media Hole on TikTok. I am at The Media Hole on Twitch or whatever. Fuck, Twitch TV/The Media Hole. And if you want to follow my Tumblr, once again, it is whenyourballs.get-stuck-to-your-leg.tumblr.com.
Change your fucking name.
whenyourballs-get-stuck-to-your-leg.tumblr.com. My lovely pal Ian is on practically every social media at StrugglesVBaby.
Yes.
And you should absolutely check him out. He has a huge social media standing.
I made one tweet for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And it was about how it's fucking dumb that you got to give money to people for their weddings. Like, I didn't want to come to this. I got very drunk and had a good time, but still, open bars.
Yeah. So yeah, hit us up. If you want to listen to this podcast, there's the YouTube version, like I said previously, is always uploaded at youtube.com/N8SComedy. But we're also on Spotify and Stitcher and iTunes and all that good shit. Anywhere you can listen to a good podcast. I would love for you to check us out on all things. And again, we're going to be back next Monday. Thank you so much for listening. You have yourself a good night.